What's up? It's your boy Doug. You're listening to the WNS Podcast. We came here to podcast and chew bubblegum, and we're all out of bubblegum.
Hey, I got that bubble gum for you.
Oh, fuck. Never mind.
You're listening to the official Wrestling News Source podcast. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com or check us out on Facebook by searching WrestlingNewsSource.com or WNS Podcast. You can also find us on YouTube, Twitter, Stitcher, and iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast or WNS Podcast. Now being broadcast in over 45 different countries, here are your hosts, Daniel Herron, Tyler Abear, and Doug.
That's right. I'm Tyler Abear.
I'm Doug. We'd like to welcome you all to the official podcast of WrestlingNewsSource.com. You can check us out on Facebook at WNS Podcast. Man, this is harder than I thought. We're on YouTube at WNS Video. Check us out on Twitter at WNS Podcast.
We're also on BeyondPod, Player.fm, and Stitcher. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast to find us.
I probably said Twitter. I'm going to say it again. We're at WNS Podcast on Twitter. You can find Daniel at WNS_Daniel, Tyler at Tyler_Abear.
That's right. Daniel's out.
Out this week. We hijacked the show.
Yeah.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
Fuck yeah.
The show must go on. What's up with you, Abear?
I'm full. Just ate some Golden Corral. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But nothing else is going on.
How's life?
All right. A lot of stuff I want to get over with. All this wedding stuff.
Like the wedding? You ready to get that
Like-
shit over with?
All over, like, to get the stuff ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be over with.
What are you working on?
I got all the shoes done. We're about to set up the stuff for the honeymoon. We have to get the list of people, send invitations out. We're about to do the pictures, get done with that. We got to set up a registry so people can send us stuff.
Pictures of what? Didn't you do engagement photos?
This one's going to be, it's part of the engagement, different part of it. And then also send out, there's another name for it, save the date stuff. That's
I
what
got
she
you.
told me.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we're taking pictures. We're almost paying that dude off. Almost paid off her ring. Gotta get a ring for me. Gotta set up a thing so we can all get our suits. Set up a place we can all go get a suit.
Yeah.
Suits.
You know what kind of suits y'all gonna go with?
Yeah. Forgot the colors. I think it's like blue and like some sort of tan, mostly tan. But I think we're gonna wear vests and stuff like the regular suit, and also have bow ties. I like bow ties. What else? I gotta find a place to live. That's another thing.
Y'all still looking at houses?
Yes and no. I'm still looking at it, but I still I'm being wishy-washy. I don't know what to do. Where I want to.
You
live.
sort of piqued my interest about talking about buying a house. I started thinking about maybe trying to become a homeowner myself.
From what I understand, it's a good time to buy.
Now?
That's from my understanding from people who are real estate agents or that are friends. I know, you can say like real estate agents, all they want to do is just like sell, but like I know some, well, I guess future family members, all that stuff. But I mean, I'm still looking at all options. I'm kind of freaking out with a lot of stuff, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, let me freak you out some more.
Okay.
Let me come at you with some hard-hitting shit.
Okay.
All right. You guys never fucking live together, right?
Yeah,
Not one day of your fucking life. Are you afraid? Because look, I mean, you're about to like make the fucking commitment, and what if you guys can't fucking live together? What if you want to fucking kill each other? If you have to be around each other like all the time. Are you worried at all?
A little bit. But I feel like stuff like that goes down. We'll talk about it, but it still doesn't get fixed. We'll walk off for a while. And then I believe in sitting around or being around until we fucking figure this shit out.
Mm.
That's what I believe in.
So is this like a conscious effort on you guys' part? Is this like an old school thing, like a we're being traditional thing, or is it just like
I think it's an old school thing for her. Me, I just want my own time before we get married.
Right
Like,
on, right
just
on.
To sit or not sit, just to be there by myself. you know?
Right.
So
You want to enjoy before you get tossed into that.
yeah, yeah. What's so funny is there's a lot of guys at work. They're like, I can't tell if some of them are joking or they're serious too. They're like, oh shit, you're gonna regret that. Don't do it. You have time to think. And there's one guy's like, hey man, I'll come to your stand-up funeral.
Well,
There's a
I
lot
feel.
of-
I think like. I think for a lot of like dudes that are older than us, a little bit older than us, it's like.
they have more experience.
Well, I think it's sort of customary for like their generation to make those sort of jokes about marriage or whatever, or maybe even for the like guys that age to get married when they weren't probably like actively wanting to, or like, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like they're like, oh hey, I found this girl and like we're in love and whatever. Although I'm sure some of it is, but I'm sure some of it was just like, oh hey, I'm supposed to be getting married right now.
One guy,
Like
he's been married already once, and he got a divorce. He said he doesn't want to be ever married again, so he has a girlfriend. And there's another guy who's married, but from what I could tell, and from the way he talks, I don't think he's happy. So, but also it could be a thing where that's their generation, they joke and all that stuff.
I mean, shit's like, I'm not trying to like.
Oh no.
Shit's gonna get real. I mean, like
For sure, there's no such thing as like. I don't think there is a such thing in my opinion. There may be, but like someone who always gets along. You know, I think you're gonna have because people are always different, even though you may have similar interests or similar qualities or whatever. I think there's gonna be stuff that people are gonna argue about.
yeah, no, for sure. For sure. So what's the fucking game plan? You guys gonna start banging some kids out or what?
No, not off the bat. Kids cost money.
No doubt.
We're gonna save up some more money and all that stuff. So, I mean, you can, in my opinion, unless you hit it rich and get like millions of dollars, I don't think you can ever be prepared for something like that. You know, because I don't know how much it costs at a hospital to someone to deliver a baby. Then you have all the stuff they have to give them their shots and all stuff like that. I don't know how all that shit costs.
Well, I mean, that shit's all expensive, but I mean, like your insurance like pays into that somehow. I'm sure. I mean, I've never had like a kid, but I mean,
I would say, I wouldn't try for a kid at least after we get married, a year and a half or 2 years down the road. So,
are you cool with that, or is that her influence?
no, I'm fine with it. I mean, I do want a kid. I'm gonna be nervous as fuck when that day comes. I'm like, oh shit. I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I'm a dad. Oh shit, I'm a dad. But I'll get over it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, I think with being a dad, it's gonna be like you never fucking, you're gonna be like, oh shit until it happens. You're never gonna be able to prepare for it, no matter what you fucking do. Hey, we started without you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
We're
That's
talk-
right.
We're talking about like, we did that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I did. That's right for you.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Cool.
Yep.
Now we're just talking
What's up with you?
about.
How's life?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good. Can't complain too much. Not too bad. Everything's going pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So please carry on.
What were you talking about?
We were just talking about all the stuff that's going on with the wedding and the future stuff.
Very nice.
Living.
I'm trying
together,
to
babies.
plant seeds of doubt in him and
No, don't do that. Come on. now.
corrupt him.
Oh shit!
He's got a pretty good gal.
And then what's else? I'm trying to think of some others because I said the whole list of all that shit, and then it still needs to be done. I still got to finish buying the rest of the Legos for my guys.
Who all do you have left?
Barry and Michael.
Nice. I mean, as far as Legos.
well, that's Barry and Michael, but they're gonna be, and it's in one pack, so I'm good. Thor and Hulk.
Nice.
So
What's the deal with the Legos? I mean, is that like a thing now, or is it just something you come up with?
I saw it on some website, or someone showed it to me. I was like, that's pretty cool. Like different people had different Legos, and since I love Marvel, so pick Marvel. You know what? I'm disappointed. I said I would not buy custom Legos. Well, they have a set that was a while back that was supposed to be Sushan's Deadpool, and it's hard to get that pack. you can't find it, so you have to buy it online. So I thought, I was like, hey, let me buy the separate thing. No, I got Noah to buy it for me. It's a ripoff. I mean, it's not a ripoff. It's not the Lego brand, but it looks just like a Lego. I was like, shit, I want the real deal, but it looks.
Always go for the real thing. You get what you pay for.
It was about $10 for all the Lego.
Yeah.
But I was like, shit, I couldn't really find the pack. They showed the packs and all that stuff, and everything seemed to be sold out. But that used to, I guess it was years ago, because it was like Wolverine, Deadpool, and Magneto, and the Deadpool had a chopper and all that stuff. It was legit. I was like, shit. So, I mean, I got that Lego for Sushan, but I think my main focus that I'm really stressing out is about a place to live. Really, just so much fucking options, and just.
Is it going to be a thing where, like, once the deed is done, your parents are going to be like, get the fuck out of our house? Or are you, like, on a deadline, or are you, like...
No, I'm on deadline. Well, I mean, I kind of am if I'm going to go for an apartment, because you got to get on a list. Then also, if you're doing a house, you got to, if you find a house, you got to have a certain amount of days for a contractor or whoever to fucking inspect it.
Just to go rent. Just rent a house.
Don't fucking rent a house. Worst experience of my life.
Yeah, I remember you rented a house. So, I don't know. There's just different options. I'm still looking, but I'm
You're
kind
going
of...
to rent, fucking stick with an
I'm
apartment.
kind of shut down right now. Everyone... There's a lot of people that are trying to bring it. I'm trying to be shut down for at least a week so I can try to, like, man up and fucking do something. I'm like, oh, it's just fucking stressing me out.
What are y'all's thoughts? Oh, sorry. I didn't know if we were ending the topic.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, what are y'all's thoughts on the Marvel Phase 3 announcement? I think that came out, like, after the show last week. I can't quite remember when it was
Doctor
announced.
Strange, Black Panther,
Yeah.
2 Avengers, or
Yeah, the Avengers,
1 and 2.
Captain America.
Civil
Captain
War is going to
Marvel.
be a Captain America movie. That's
Yes.
all. It's not
Yeah.
going to be part. That's me. Interesting. They could do it a length of a movie. I don't know about that.
I mean, I think it's fucking rad. I mean,
But they got a plan. That's cool.
I mean, they've earned my trust. I don't... Until they fuck it up, they've earned my trust. I'm ready to ride with them for whatever they decide to do.
Yeah. In Marvel, we trust.
I mean, as far as I mean, I don't think they've given anyone a reason to doubt them thus far. So
Nice.
I don't see.
I think the future is bright. You got a lot of comic book movies on the way, not just from Marvel.
Ant-Man.
Yeah. You got the X-Men movie, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four. Also, the DC universe is on the way. Going to be a good time for moviegoers.
I also love how like the TV shows are connected to in Marvel to the movies, because that's neat.
I haven't followed any of those.
Me either. But I think it's cool though.
Yeah.
It's only Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now. I mean, the Agent Carter hasn't started yet, so it's only
They said
one
there's
show.
gonna be some sort of connection between, I think, Agent Carter. They haven't revealed it yet. Agent Carter and Ant-Man movie or something like that.
Well, like Agent Carter's on the way, and they've got the Daredevil and the Heroes for Hire like characters all
Who's
have this
doing Daredevil?
Netflix. They named the guy. I don't remember who.
No. Marvel, Disney. No, they don't have the rights to.
What do you mean?
I thought you said they're doing another.
It's
Daredevil.
it's Marvel Studios. Or
Marvel
I don't
Disney
know.
Studios.
I don't know if Marvel Studios is the name applied to like the television properties or not. I assume it is. I don't know if they have like a subdivision that's called something else, but it's in-house shit. It's not like it's not like bought out by Fox or something or anything. It's Marvel shit.
Your legs hurting?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's wrong with your legs?
He went insane. Didn't you hear?
No.
Yeah, he's doing that insanity workout now. Boy's
For
gone
what?
insane. A-Bear's
what?
insane.
Do research. I know there's other ways you can get this, but
He wants
I
a
can-
Whoa, what are
I
you
can-
trying to get?
He wants a
six-pack.
six-pack.
You want those pretty boy muscles, huh? You don't care about function. You just want to look. You want to look
I want a
attractive.
6-pack. I never
He
had
just
a
wants
6-pack
to take off his
before.
shirt and just be like, yeah.
Hey, if I had a fucking 6-pack, I would take
Look.
off my shirt anywhere.
Look, you're getting married. You've already got the woman of your dreams. There's no one else to impress. Okay? You don't need a six-pack.
I want to walk
Maybe a
off-
6-pack
walk
with, like,
around with my
soda.
shirt off all the time
For what?
because I want to.
He
Show
just
off
wants
like,
to walk
yeah, you
around
see
naked.
that? Yeah.
Why are you trying to impress other people, though? I mean,
Yeah.
are you not content in your
It
relationship?
makes me feel better.
Looking for
It'll
something
make me
else?
feel better.
Yep.
No,
I think
like
so. I think he's looking you're like, yeah, ladies, check this out. Oh, wait, I'm married. Never mind.
If you want this, you can't have it.
You want those? See, like I have no fucking interest in like pretty boy muscles. Like I would I'm all about function. If I have like something that like is gonna make me like more of a badass, like I'm down to do that. But like abs are just show muscles. I mean, for the most part, you know, like I don't give a fuck about showing off. Like if there was an exercise, and I'm sure there is, that I just am too stupid to know about because I don't care about exercising that much. They're like, yo, if you do this exercise all the time, like you punch like the hardest motherfucker ever. And I was like, okay, I want to punch like the hardest motherfucker ever. I don't necessarily care if my like stomach looks pretty to people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, Rusev's, you know, he's not the, you know, fittest looking guy. I mean, he's built like a tank, but he's got sort of a pudge to him.
He's like that throwback, like 80s dude, like where guys look like your uncle or your grandpa.
Yeah.
Like your.
I mean, he looks
like a
like
bodybuilder.
Beat the hell out of you.
I mean, those old fuckers like Harley Race, that dude didn't look like a bodybuilder.
Nah,
he was
at
like
all.
a dude who would rip your fucking dick off or something.
Well, after I went on that diet and all that other stuff, now I think about stuff differently, and now I can't stop doing stupid shit like this.
It's going to his head.
I don't know why. And today fucking sucked. No lie.
Today
A
it
41-minute workout actually took me an hour and 10 or 15 minutes to do it.
Too much. Can't do it. Sorry.
Sandy's fucking insane.
You're so vain.
I'm weak-minded. I can't
bet you
do
think
the
this song
diets.
is
I
about
can't
you.
do the
You think this
workout.
podcast is about you.
Yeah.
It is about me.
Honest A-Bear. Telling it like it is. That's what it is.
And that's the whole truth.
It's a live podcast.
It's not just
a
a
personal
wrestling
journal.
This is not just
It's
a
an
wrestling.
entryway into the hearts,
Yeah.
the minds, the souls, the lives of the people involved in the WNS podcast.
Oh, another thing is, and I guess I'll ask you on air
This
then.
is like our group therapy session.
Um,
We come here to vent. No judgment here.
am I gonna also
Am I
help out?
pretty?
Am I pretty? I know we gotta talk to Sushan.
We think you're pretty. You don't need abs. It's fine.
You are a pretty A-Bear.
Is there anything else that I need to
You're
do
perfect in our eyes.
to help out with the cabin? Or, is that what you're gonna do?
No, the cabin's on us. It's not your
Sure?
fucking thing. Yeah.
Okay.
You're not supposed to even know about that.
Well, now I know. Mike's super social.
Knowledge is power. Congratulations.
Gonna need your fucking boy Noah to respond to my shit.
Yep.
But
Did you talk to him? Did he?
I tried
No.
to,
Never?
but he like just
That asshole.
yeah. He
Keep on
just,
saying, fucking respond.
That
I
MF
haven't talked to him
butthole.
in like 2 weeks.
I gotta talk to Sush, but if he's coming down, I'll talk to him then. It's not that pressing.
Yeah, he's coming down this month. Can't wait.
Mhm.
One of our good friends.
Thanksgiving's right around the corner. And Black Friday, you got to do some shopping.
For what?
I don't know.
I don't do that shit. I
Maybe
did
they'll
it
have some
one
video
year,
games
and
or
I was
something
out in the
like that I
cold,
wanna get.
and I got fucking sick after that shit.
Yeah, don't wait out in the cold. That's just stupid.
Sorry, I guess we should start the wrestling talk now.
All right, Doug, kick it off.
All right. Diving on into Raw.
Well, first,
First, we got first. How you guys doing?
feel
We
good.
cover that. We cover that. All right.
Appreciate that.
All right.
Thanks for
No,
You're
If
doing
you-
quite well.
for those not with us,
It's
which
so
is
nice
everybody,
for someone to be concerned about
If you're
my
not in the
well-being.
studio with us,
I certainly
yeah,
appreciate it.
I'm in the captain's chair
Doug
this
is
week.
in the captain's chair.
I'm running this motherfucker right into the ground. First, we're gonna start off with some feedback from Mixer549.
What's up, Mixer?
He's gonna say, he did say, my favorite. This is from YouTube. All these people are from YouTube, I think. Thanks, guys. My favorite match was Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose, but I just didn't understand the finish. Hell in a Cell in quotation marks.
Well, it's referring to the Hell in a Cell match.
Right.
That's why I put that.
well,
Didn't understand the
the
finish. As to why Bray Wyatt.
I guess that's the way they're inserting him.
Yep.
I mean, I understand the finish. I didn't necessarily agree with it. I understood it.
Keeps them both strong. No clean winner.
I mean, maybe that's what he's saying. That he means that he doesn't understand why they would do it, not that he didn't actually understand what happened.
Didn't you say like also? And I think Daniel said it last week that this is also another way they can still get back into the feud because hey, we didn't get to finish it.
Yeah, we have unfinished business. There's no clear winner. So
Still sort of bullshit though, because they've been like
You can fucking end it.
It's not so much that they need to end it; it's that they need to like give finishes to matches that are the main events of pay-per-views.
Yeah,
which
you
they
said
haven't.
that 2 pay-per-views in a row, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Lesnar and Cena, and then that one.
Yeah. All right. So this is coming from Parker, our boy or our girl, we're not sure. That is, I think 2K15 for the 360 is great. Sting's great. I like the character selection, and surprisingly, the graphics are pretty good.
Well, here's the thing. People are shitting on it because
Yes, they are.
you're not getting the features of Xbox One and PS4. But okay, let's be honest.
Let's be real.
I mean, I know people are gonna be like, guess what? There's gonna be some games back in the past that fucking suck. Let's be honest. In like what 2000, when they first started doing like 2000s or whatever, all those games have been pretty good in my opinion. There hasn't been a game that really like sucked or like, hey, guess what? I'm gonna put this down. This has been a rental for me. Everything is for me. Has been like, there's stuff here and there that I've had problems with, but it hasn't stopped me from playing.
Yeah.
WWE wise.
I mean, this is just me. Like, I don't think any of the games that I've played have outright sucked. Now, I think some people take issue with the fact that it was not that much of a difference between years. But for me, that's fine. Like, I like the formula. Like, the formula works for me. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. I just update it for me every year. That's what I want.
Add
like,
more,
add the new, add the fresh, add what's going on now. I actually don't like when they take shit out. I'd rather like them like keep and add. But as far as like, it doesn't bother me that it hasn't like. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The comments that I've been seeing as far as the game goes is a lot of people feel that the 360 and the PlayStation 3 version are a step back. They feel like the roster is smaller, the graphics and details aren't as great as last year's. They feel like it was sort of an unfinished product. How they took time to revamp the next gen, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions. They feel like they just kind of quit on the 360 and PlayStation 3 versions. That's just the comments that I've been seeing.
Sure. Well, I mean, there's no excuse for that shit. I mean, I wouldn't be happy either.
Not gonna buy the version for Xbox 360 just to test it out.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I was tempted to get both versions, and I'm like, I did that for Destiny. I'm not going to spend this much money buying two of the same game just for different consoles.
I mean, they have the different things part of it. Like, who got NXT is not part of, for PS4,
Yeah.
and my career mode is not part of the last gen. But, hey, dude, if you like it, keep on playing it,
Yeah,
that's
dude,
cool.
It's your money and it's your time. So if it's fucking rad to you, that's all that matters.
I just, my point, I never understood how people could say, oh, okay, man, this game sucks. I'm going to go back to play Shut Your Mouth. Okay. Go back to play and Shut Your Mouth. What, like 8 years ago? I mean, that was still a fun game. Don't get me wrong. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people, they talk about the past like it's the golden egg, but then you go back and revisit it and you're like, I remember it being a little bit better, but that was because at the time that was the best option that we had. Now we're in a day and age where graphics are better and everything's better, and we're expecting a higher level of professional work, and it just seems like
I would probably have to say that if people say are incomplete, well, WWE, this game is most likely not like the TNA game. Have you ever played a TNA game? That game was fucking
incomplete.
Daniel, have you ever played it?
I have not.
That game was incomplete.
What hurricane came out when we got that game? It came out like we had to evacuate the weekend of that game came out. What year was that? It wasn't Katrina. It was before Katrina, right?
Rita?
It was probably Rita.
What? That was 0506. I don't think TNA came out.
I played it in a hotel, evacuate. I brought my 360 and I was playing it in a fucking hotel.
Oh, that's the time me and you were in a different spot. It wasn't together.
Well, yeah.
But we did 0506, and we had one of the wrestling games and one of the Mortal Kombat games. We played at Ron's place, remember?
That's before or after?
That was before this other one with TNA.
Yeah, the Impact, that's when I was with Casey and we were with our family.
So, but yeah, I try to get into that, and also I think maybe a little better, but that AAA game was probably a little better, but it still wasn't that great.
Yeah, they were about on par with each other. Left a lot to be desired. It's still cool though.
It's the same with every Madden game that comes out, every NBA game that comes out, every Call of Duty game that comes out. It's they're taking last year's product, saying, hey, what can we switch on this without hurting the product?
Yeah, well, for a while, I remember back to back to back, it felt like where they were changing the control schemes.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't like that. I don't mind like incremental like advancement like every year. Like people complain that it's too much, but what do you expect from a fucking series that has a 2K13, that has a 2K14, that has a 2K? They're not gonna fucking reinvent the game every year,
Right.
And if you feel like that means that you don't need to buy it every year, that's fine. That's for you to. But for me, it's like I enjoy getting the update, like
Updated roster.
as long as they don't fucking break the game. Like the game is fun to me. I mean,
Yeah.
like.
I also feel like it's like people complain, but they're like, I'll never get it. It's like, I wish there was a competition. There'll never be. I feel like maybe unless TNA can score a good game, someone to make their game or whatever.
Dude, we don't even know if TNA is going to be around next year.
TNA may not be. It may be kaput.
Global Force Wrestling. where it's
But
going.
no, we are glad that you like it, man. And hey, don't let anyone tell you any different. If you like it, you like it.
Are you sure that Parker's a dude? Because I think Parker
I
is
think
a
so.
Parker's a unisex name.
Yeah, that's
so.
true. Sorry,
All right.
if
I
you're
saw
a
the,
female, let me know. If
I
you're
saw
male,
the
let me
name
know.
right.
If you're
Normally,
female,
I
let
just
him know.
normally I just do part of the name
Right.
or the username because some of it can be kind of long.
Well, the last name wouldn't give you any indication either. I mean,
User
I don't know.
profile picture.
Unless it was like Parker, I'm a dude, 473. I don't know.
I'm a dude.
Parker, my nuts on your face.
Tyler's never heard that.
Pudding,
He's shocked that he's never heard that.
pudding D's nuts.
This is coming to us from Richard on YouTube.
That's your boy.
That's your boy. I think that Nikki Bella has a chance to be top heel in the Divas division. I think Ziggler versus Cesaro was match of the night, along with Cena versus Orton, because of the crab finish in the Ambrose versus Rollins match. Hashtag HLR. I almost said it Regal style.
Hello.
H.
Triple H.
HLR.
Triple H.
You manga.
Yes.
I mean,
She's kind of like she is the top. Or Nikki Bella is the top heel.
I would argue that she is as well.
So yeah, and
Probably the most hated diva on the roster right now.
Ziggler and Cesaro, I thought it was a good match.
That was a good match. It was a little weird. But,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought
a
it was
little
good too. And I think we agreed about the Orton and Cena stuff, and we sort of agreed about the Ambrose Rollins match too. I think we're on point with Richard this week. WWE and TNA Talk, which is the name of the person writing in.
Right. And this person had quite a few number of comments.
All right, I'll run through it.
That's what each of the hyphens are.
Gotcha. Nikki Bella sucks on the mic, and her acting sucks. So how in the hell can she be top heel in Diva division, and Paige is top heel in the Divas division, and that's how it should be? Are we taking this one at a time? Or you want me to go through them?
However you want. You're running the show.
All right, I am running this motherfucker. AJ Lee versus Paige at Hell in a Cell pay-per-view was a great match and 100 times better than the Bella Twins match. AJ Lee and Paige work very good together, and they put on good matches together. Brie or Nikki should be nowhere near the Divas title, period. And if either one of them won the Divas title, it would be ruined. It would ruin the Divas division, period. Any Paige versus AJ Lee match is 100 times better than Nikki versus Brie match, and there was a couple of botches in that match. Fans loved the AJ versus Paige feud, and so did I, and it was the best Divas feud in the last 3 to 4 years. Okay, I'm going to try to address as many of these as possible, but some of them sort of run together.
And just to clarify, I know some of them seem like, I know sometimes we read comments and stuff like that, and we're like, is he trolling us? Is he not? I'm not sure. I went to his profile, listened to a couple of videos, dead serious on his comments.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm cool with him feeling that way, but what I look for in feedback to us, and we welcome all feedback, whether you agree with us or disagree with us, totally fucking cool. What I personally, and I'm assuming for my co-hosts as well, want out of feedback is if you're gonna take a different stance or argue an opposite opinion, that you give some supporting statements for your argument, not just that their match was good, that people like the match. That's just a general opinion and not an argument. Like if you want to argue and that's what we try to do on the show. Obviously, we can't do that for every fucking match. We'd be here all fucking night. Obviously, we do try to do that. But if you expect to have a debate or a dialogue or an argument with us, you gotta share more than just the opinion. You have to share supporting statements of the opinion, therefore, so that we can argue with you or whatever. As far as if Brie or Nikki were anywhere near the Divas title, that would tarnish the division. I don't know if you've been watching the Divas division for very long, but I mean, there's nothing that Nikki or Brie could do to tarnish the Divas division that hasn't already happened probably more than once at this point, so I don't think there's any way they could tarnish it. As far as Nikki sucks on the mic, I think we all agree with you there.
Yeah,
I don't think that
sure.
anyone has argued otherwise.
Actually, both Bellas.
Yeah, and as far as her acting skills sucks, I think we were sort of right with you there if you've been listening. As far as how in the hell can she be top heel, and that Paige is the top heel in the Divas division, and that's how it should be. I mean, I think the argument like sort of speaks for itself. I mean, Nikki Bella is in the most prominently featured Divas feud on the show. She is the heel in the prominently featured Divas feud on the show. It gets a lot more time, has a lot more heat.
Also, she's top person, or they are the top 2 girls on Total Divas too. So that's another thing to add to it.
Yeah, I mean, even if you want to look at it from that perspective as well, even if you didn't, if you're just looking at it straight from like what you see on programming every week, she's in the feud that's got the focus, and she's the heel in it. She's almost by default the top heel, like in the division. I mean, I don't think you can argue that. I understand you like Paige's work better, and you like AJ and Paige better, but they're not booking on your specific opinion. Like, they're booking on whatever they're going with, and I mean, I don't even think that you could argue that Paige is the top heel at this moment. Would you disagree with that?
No.
I don't think she is at all.
No.
And as far as
I think they've lost so much traction as to where her character is going.
Yeah.
You know, she was supposed to be the anti-diva, but she's doing the diva things, and it's just, I don't know.
That faded away, I guess.
And the feud fell flat, so
I just don't think they have good. I think they're fine on their own. I just think together they have not made anything memorable. They don't have like great chemistry, in my opinion.
Yeah. It started off somewhat strong, but it quickly went downhill.
Yeah. I mean, as far as the match, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, go back and watch the pay-per-view. The fucking Bellas match had a lot of heat. People were fucking into it. People were sort of blah for the AJ Page.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's with the shitty mic skills and the bad acting, people were still more into that match. I mean, I don't know. I thought they worked their asses off. I thought they had a nice little match.
Yeah, that's why I said, you know, I think we went into that match with very low expectations, but they succeeded. You know, they succeeded the expectations. They performed better than what we thought they were going to do. So
Sure, I'm going to say one thing real quick, and I don't know WWE and TNA Talk personally. I've never interacted with them. But I'm just...
This is the first commenter as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, as far as
I don't recall ever seeing it.
Sure, it's me. Same with me. I don't know them. I never interacted with them. And I'm just taking a guess. Obviously, I don't know you, so this may not be true. But what I'm gathering is you seem to be like the type of fan who takes a real hard stance on someone, and then you can't be like swayed from that opinion. Like a lot of fans, to me, like say Chris Jericho and John Cena, for instance. I know a lot of fans that are like, Chris Jericho is an awesome wrestler, which he is. But then you could never be bothered to be critical of a Chris Jericho match and say that, well, you know what, tonight fucking Chris Jericho just wasn't good, or this feud with Jericho just wasn't good, or Jericho it wasn't a good promo tonight, or whatever. Like, you take a hard stance with a guy like Jericho and say he's fucking good no matter what he does, period. And then the flip side of that is a lot of people will be like, John Cena's the fucking worst, which I think there are legitimate criticisms to have of John Cena. I think a lot of it's a bunch of bullshit. But also, like, the flip side of that is, like, John Cena always sucks, and he could never, do anything to make you say otherwise. He could have killer matches, which he does. Not every match, but he does have fucking killer matches, and you would never be bothered to give props to Cena. I think some fans, and me as a fan, I'm coming from a much more critical standpoint. I'm trying to say, like, I want to look at everything John Cena does or everything that Jericho does and say, well, this was good, this was bad. Like, I don't have like a hard, fast rule as like, these people always are good, these people always are bad. And that's sort of the impression that I'm getting from WWE and TNA Talk. It's just my opinion. You may not be that way, whatever. Anything else? Feedback, guys?
No.
Cool. Going into Raw? Cool. All right. Well, we kicked it off with a. You laughing at me?
No.
You want to take over?
No, you're good.
All right.
You got this.
All right. So we kicked off
Oh,
Raw.
Captain, my captain.
Okay. So we kicked off Raw with a Vinnie Mac promo with the Authority down in the ring. Vince comes down, talking about the network. Sort of gets into talk about the Authority and the Survivor Series, the traditional like 5-on-5 Survivor Series match with Team Authority versus Team Cena. Vince is, does a lot of the 999 shit and
But it's
still,
free for new subscribers.
That's true. Free for the month of November.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, he wants to sort of mix things up, add some stakes, and he declares that if the Authority loses, they would be to lose power.
Isn't that weird? Because that just it feels like that would prove to you that they're going to lose automatically. So why would they just give one stipulation to them and not what can they put on Cena? But you would think there'd be a stipulation for both sides.
I don't think it necessarily cut and dry just because he announced it. I think they're just trying to add some stakes to the match.
Yeah,
because they don't have a title match.
Bigger. Like, oh, you got to tune in. This is why.
Yeah, I get it.
I feel like they're just trying to add some stakes to the match because we don't have the title match, so you got to make the match that you do have feel important.
Good point.
And what's really at stake in that match other than like bragging rights? So they gotta, especially if that's going to main event. So
if Cena wins, he gets Stephanie. No,
I don't think he would.
I don't think that's how it went down. But
I do want to get your guys' opinions on the giving away the month of November for the WWE Network. I've been hearing a lot of backlash as far as that for people who have the network saying, "Well, what about us? We've been supporting you since the beginning." And no, it's basically new subscribers only. While I think this is a good marketing plan, to try and get people to try it. Hey, go here, give it a shot. Let us know what you think. I know at some point when they first released it, they offered like a free week or so.
Yeah, I remember.
I think that would have been a good selling point. But like, hey, here's a free month, including Elimination Chamber. Because that's about whenever it came out.
Or maybe like the week of Survivor Series, including Survivor Series.
Yeah, whenever they were getting ready to launch in the U.S., say, hey, for those of you who are interested and want to try it out before you buy, here's your opportunity. Here's a week or two, and then if you like it, then you can subscribe, and if not, well, then at least you got 2 free weeks of the WWE Network. Which I get, that's what they're doing in this situation, but I don't know how I feel like. Yeah, obviously the people who support it know about the content that's on there, so they can pass through word of mouth about how good the network is. But I wanted to get y'all's thoughts on giving away a free month to new subscribers, even though as you're kind of leaving the old subscribers out in the dark. I'm personally okay with it. I'm subscribed to the network. It's $10 a month. That is a deal in itself. I don't need a free month. Would I like one? Yeah, sure, why not? But I'm not going to be like, this is an outrage. This is bull, I demand a free month because I've been supporting this.
Well, I think there's merit to what people who are already subscribed are saying with that. But I feel like in this day and age, you see this everywhere. And like with your phone company, like they're going to give you a free phone if you're fucking signed up with their company. You see that shit everywhere these days.
Yeah.
What about the
Get
people?
2 free weeks at the gym with a new subscription.
Right.
New membership.
I understand there is merit to the argument, but that's just sort of how shit goes down in this day and age. Every company is like, that's the sort of shit they do to entice people in everywhere. Like you said,
it's a selling product.
Yeah, like you said, at the gym, at the your phone company, it's like everyone fucking does it.
I have no problem. It's like, hey man, that kind of sucks a little bit, but it's not.
You don't pay for it.
Yeah. But at the same time,
cash in on that one day.
But at the same time, it's like it's like I feel like it's no big deal.
Yeah,
some people
it's
out
just
there.
it's a marketing.
Have you
device.
read? Is there people online like pitching?
Oh yeah. A lot of people.
First of all, there's always people on
the
pitching.
It doesn't matter what the topic is.
That is true.
Toast. Do you like it? Fuck no, I hate toast.
Fuck toast.
Worst thing in the world.
Make toast.
Toast.
Yeah, that's true. The internet grabs about everything. But yeah.
If you like toast, let us know. What kind of toast? Wheat? Do you like white?
Oh,
Do you like
speaking
whole
of the
grain?
network, so you remember how I was
Butter
getting the WWE magazines for free before it quit or before it stopped? Well, there's a guy up there that I work with. Sorry, it has nothing. What?
I'm thrown off. Like when he was talking, I was looking at you. When you were talking, I'm looking at him. I don't know.
Well, then look at me. Don't look at me. Look at him.
The reason I was getting it because his son got out of wrestling. He's like, I don't want to watch it anymore. Now he's getting back into it.
He wants the magazines back?
No. But he was like, yeah. The guy was like, yeah, I bought the network for my son. He's loving it. When he got out of school, he was watching it from when he got out all the way to like 10 o'clock at night. And I was like, that's cool. Mm-hmm. So I thought that's neat, you know.
I mean, it's $10 a month.
And you have a big library of stuff. So you don't like one thing, let me go to another thing, you know. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it is neat.
What do y'all feel about them trotting Vince out, or Vince trotting himself out? I mean, is that like? I mean, obviously it's desperation, but do you think it like shows desperation?
Yes, and the fact that they did the video. Did you see the video with him?
Yeah,
where he's like free, like trying to do the Dane O'Brien.
I didn't see that part.
Oh my god! Like how corny was that?
It's like, oh yes, it's over. So free.
I'm gonna give it a shot. You know, maybe y'all will like it. Hashtag free.
But you know, some people will bite though.
Yeah, and that's all you really need. If you can get 2 people out of a group of 10 to bite, that's a success.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think Vince is a seller though? Do you think Vince turned anybody on to this shit?
Not really. I wouldn't think so. Now, doing the promotion of saying, we're giving away a free pay-per-view. Yeah, that's an absolute, but you have to subscribe in order to get the free month. It won't your payments won't go into effect until December, excuse me. So that is a clever marketing device. If they would have done, no, don't do it for WrestleMania. That would have been foolish. But the selling points that they had for WrestleMania. If you get the network, you get WrestleMania on here. So instead of paying $60, you're paying $10. What a deal! That's all they really needed to do, and that they've done that. They did that at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. They're like, there's still people out there who are paying $55 for this thing.
Which is pretty insulting.
It is, but it's like,
But some of those places, I mean, some of those people are in places where they can't.
Very true, but
that's sort of like a,
like, hey, little guy, sorry about that.
Yeah,
you'll be all right. So, but. I personally don't have a problem with it as far as the offering a free month. I'm not expecting a free month on my bill. So
good, because you're not getting it.
I'm not getting it. Yeah, that's
just like those paychecks. I'm not getting it.
Yeah, I'm never getting that paycheck. So, but yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I see why someone would complain about it, because it's like, well, hey, man, we're one of the people who've been supporting you throughout this thing, and you're not giving us a present, a gift, a little handout. Look, dude, it's $10. Come on.
If they give it free to everybody, that'd be fucked. Like way more fucked than they already are.
Yeah. So
yeah, I can picture that.
All right, guys.
And the only thing that people would do is like cancel their subscription, or if they're like, oh, you get 30 free days, as soon as the 30-day was up, they'd cut it. So it'd be like, well, that was fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, first match of the night, we got to see Dean Ambrose defeating Cesaro, with Wyatt showing up on the stage. We got sort of like going into the commercial, we saw the new sort of Wyatt video, like montage thingy, and they go right to commercial. We come back, he's sitting on the stage with the
I didn't get to see that part in time. Was that part of, I know later on they showed one with the eyes. That's not the same one.
That's Harper. That's
gotta be Harper.
It is Harper.
I'd be shocked if it was anyone else.
It was fucking cool. It was creepy.
Yeah, all those eyes.
But that was Wyatt talking, though.
No,
it was him. It was Harper.
Was Harper talking?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Dean Ambrose versus Cesaro, guys. What'd you think?
I came in during Tyson Kidd's Sheamus, but I didn't get to see this part.
I thought it was a good showing. I thought it was a good start.
It's so
to the
weird
show.
when people sitting down. And Go ahead.
I'm switching it up on you.
All right.
No, I thought it was a good start to the show. I appreciated that they let the blood flow for a little bit, and then they cleaned it up whenever they went to commercial.
It's sort of weird because when it happened, Cesaro started with the "I can't believe you made me bleed," and he's like wiping it on himself.
Yes.
We come back, he's like spick and span from commercial break.
Like he still had some like smeared on him that they didn't get up, but I was watching it with my girlfriend, and she's like, "Oh my God, he's bleeding!" I was like, "Yeah, he's bleeding."
You know how you've been disappointed with Ambrose lately? Did this match disappoint you?
No, I mean I felt like they had a good match. I felt like they just sort of dropped the Rollins thing without a satisfied finish, and then in order to transfer from Ambrose to Wyatt and not even mention the Rollins stuff anymore, or at least as of yet they haven't. In order to do that, then you got to come out with fire from Wyatt, which, despite the fuck finish, I thought it was a big enough deal at the pay-per-view to start. But then the next week, all we got was like a promo package, like in the ring, like he was then just like promoing against Wyatt, who was promoing. And I was like, you can't fucking drop that heated of a feud for that and then not deliver.
When I look at the mirror, I see a reflection of you.
Yeah.
And then this week, he's just sitting on a rocking chair. And did you happen to notice the rocking chair lose its momentum? They cut to Ambrose, go back, and it's swaying much faster.
I didn't catch it.
I was watching, like, one of the stagehands went out there and, like, moved it. They're like, hey, we didn't get a good enough shot on it. Give it a little nudge. Give it a little nudge. I thought that was pretty funny.
They shoved down the lunatic fringe stuff down your throat again this match?
No, not really.
Not that I recall.
There wasn't anything like wow to this match, but it was a good match to start.
Well, they were referencing last week where Ambrose lost it and was just like pelting him with the mic shots to the head over and over, which I didn't care for last week. But
and then their street fight on SmackDown.
Yeah, I sort of hate that feels so chumped out.
Yeah,
like I get that Cesaro's not a focus.
Yeah, that's a sad thing.
I mean, it is sad for me as a fan that he's not a focus, but even if he's not like a priority booking wise, you would think you wouldn't chump him out so fucking much so that he can be slotted in when he needs to be without having to rehab him. You know what I mean?
You don't think this is a test, huh?
I don't know, man.
Well, some are saying that he's in hot water over like an interview where he was criticizing that he didn't want to see Cena versus Orton for the 500th time, and that put him in some pretty hot water. But, he's voicing his opinion, and he was like, I want to see some fresh matches.
Well, man, they weren't doing anything with him, like, well before that match. So.
He was at least getting a few wins every once in a while.
Sure.
Now he's lost 2 at Hell in a Cell, one that doesn't even happen against Ambrose, losing to Ambrose at SmackDown, losing to Ambrose on Raw.
Like the whole last week, all the mic shots to him, that's what really bothered me. That he just it was almost as if he couldn't even defend himself. You know, I was like, come on, man. I don't know.
Bad stuff. Bad form.
Yes. Boo. Anyway, okay, moving on. We had Miz with Damian Mizdow in his corner.
Mimicking once again.
Yes, versus Jimmy Uso with Jay in his corner, one-on-one match. Tyler, you said you didn't catch this one?
Yeah, I came in the next match.
All right, Daniel, what'd you think?
I didn't really care for it. I feel like
same criticisms we had last week, too much.
Yeah, it's just too much focus on Mizdow. They tried to do a little bit of mimicking with the Uso, Jay, who was on the outside, but that was like 20 seconds long, and then it was a fast finish. Once they went to the outside, brought him back in, skull crushing finale, the end.
Yeah.
I saw an article on Wrestling News Source that talked about this matchup, and I kind of agree with it that the guy who's doing the singles run should be able to beat someone who's in a tag team. Because in a tag team you rely on your partner to help whenever you get in a jam, whereas when you're by yourself, you're going up a guy who can handle his own by himself. So
you mean the flip side to the thrown together tag team argument that an established tag team should be able to be the thrown together tag team because they're not used to tag matches.
Right.
Okay.
So Miz and Sandow should lose to the Usos, but Miz versus one of the Usos, Miz should
be able
win.
To handle it.
Yeah, because that's what he's used to.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. I saw that point and I was like, I agree with that. I think that should be, something that they should continue. So, but, I feel like they're missing the boat on this. Let's go ahead and turn Miz down. He's clearly over with the fans. And the only thing they're doing is waiting another week. And by the time they finally do it, fans aren't going to care.
Oh, I've done that with many things.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. It's funny that you say that because we had the exact opposite argument just a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that they progressed it, it's almost like, well, what are you going to fucking do with that now?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we were actually arguing on the flip side, but I mean, I don't know, man. It's sort of, they sort of like crossed the line with me. Like I was grooving on it and they sort of crossed the line. I don't know.
And it goes back to that talk that we had about, is he a stunt double or is he a mime?
Yeah, I mean, fuck. It's too much, man. Tone it down a little bit. Jesus.
Yeah. So, like the whole, when Miz got thrown to the outside and his leg ended up on the commentator's booth or on the commentary table. And so Miz Dow laid down and then put his leg in the air. There's no need for that.
Well, if that was like a spot that he had picked to do to enact,
don't do the whole match, but pick a spot.
Right? Then fine, cool. But when he enacted the whole match, it's like it takes away from that shit.
Yeah,
so.
because he's not watching the match. He's watching the screen to see, okay, now what position should I be in? Which means the fans aren't paying attention to what's happening in the match. They're paying attention to Sandow. So I think if he's going to do stuff like that, only have it happen when Miz is on the outside of the ring, because or
for the big spot, big bumps, big spots.
Yeah, because even whenever they have a tag match together, he's standing on the corner doing the moves, and so it's like, okay, when do you become you? And it's like, oh, whenever you put your hand out for the tag, that's it. So it's just, I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm afraid they're going to be losing the steam here in the next week or two.
Yeah.
I'm really worried about that.
I feel like we're already at the spot where okay,
it's time. If you're going to do it, this is going to be the time.
I don't know. I don't even know if I honestly believe that. I just know that it's crossed the line for me and I'm sort of over it.
Yeah.
I mean, at least as far as if they're not going to tweak it, I'm over it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next we got to see Tyson Kidd defeating Sheamus by countout by throwing Natty in Sheamus's way. Mr. Aber, you walked in on this one. How would you think? First of all, before we get into the match itself, and this isn't news, it's been for a few weeks now, maybe a month now he's had this, but how do you guys feel? This is the important thing about Tyson Kidd's kick pads with the kitties on them.
They have cats on them?
He has their fucking ugly ass cat on his kick.
No, I haven't seen that. I didn't pay attention to that.
You do.
That's awesome.
You guys talk about it. I'm going to try to find you a picture of it.
I follow her on Twitter.
That is hilarious.
And she posts those cats
ugly fucking cats.
Every day. And they're always their eyes are always going in different directions. And it's just oh my God. I'm sorry. There are cats out there that are cute. I'm not a cat person, but there are some, there's some okay looking cats in the world. These cats are awful. No, Tyler, not the cat on your shirt. I mean, they are, as Doug would say, the worst. They are the worst.
Check it out right there.
It's just, oh my God.
That is hilarious. Dude.
Terrible.
That needs to be in WWE 2K15.
No,
I need to get that and put down his kick pads. I'm doing it.
Okay, well, you can do that.
Okay, well, I will.
As far as it being in the game, day one, it's not going to be there.
Damn it, well, I'm going to do it.
Fuck it, just re-sign Teddy Hart and let them bring all the fucking cats.
Yeah, then bring the cats. It's going to be Tyson Kidd versus
cat's
Teddy
going to do a
Hart's
somersault.
cat.
Watch.
I just want them let them. They can re-sign Teddy Hart. They come out as a tag team with a fucking army of ugly cats behind them,
dude.
Just fucking all over the ring.
You know what? You know what is hilarious? Every time I think of
good.
Teddy Hart and all that stuff that happens, I remind. What was it? WrestleCon the next day when we went
everyone was talking shit.
Well, it was Christopher Daniels and Kaz was talking about Kevin Nash. Teddy Hart was there. He brought his cat. Yes. We were there listening to talking about how his cat.
That was whenever I was getting the autograph with him.
Yeah. Describe this a little better for you guys. Okay, at the WWN live shows, WrestleMania weekend, Teddy Hart was there because he was booked for the Dragon Gate shows. Mm-hmm. He also was shown with his girl and Mr. Money the Kitty at the Kaiju Big Battle show, just fucking sitting in the audience. We were just is that fucking Teddy Hart with his cat and his girl? Yep, that's Teddy Hart with his cat and his girl. So the next day we go to fucking WrestleCon, we're sort of like walking around seeing shit.
That's whenever I got in line with to get the autograph of Kevin Nash.
We're sort of following Daniel around and sort of doing our own fucking thing. And Daniel goes to get an autograph and a picture with Kevin Nash and fucking.
No, I was getting that picture with me, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, X-Pac, and Scott Orton. I was trying to get those autographs taken care of. I was just clarifying. I wasn't getting a picture taken. I was getting an autograph of the picture taken.
Well, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, who worked the Dragon Gate show the night before,
totally cool dudes.
Yeah, they were really cool. They were nice. They were at WrestleCon. They were passing by, talking to fucking Nash. He asked him something about the night or whatever. They're fucking like they're talking about Teddy Hart and his fucking cat to Kevin Nash, and it was like surreal.
Well, didn't it say something like he brought his cat, it ruined the show or something like that? And it's like
he was such an asshole backstage or something like that.
No, it wasn't that. No. I think Nash was like, "Did he have the cat?" And they were like, "Yeah, it ruined the show."
Yeah. So that's what we were referring to. It was a fun time. That stuff.
That was awesome.
But
I like Teddy Hart, the crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
What cracked me up whenever, sorry to go back to WrestleCon. What cracked me up whenever I got the autograph with Kevin Nash. Like, you have to pay to get the autograph, obviously. But I'm sitting there, and he's signing the picture of, all of us. He's signing his face. My face is right next to his. And he's like, "Oh, did you want to get a picture taken or anything?" I'm like, that's what you just signed.
He's a wrestler, bro. He's trying to.
He's trying to get that extra cash. I get it, but
trying to get that cheese.
Norton was cool as hell about it. Not only did he sign mine, but he gave me an autographed 8x10 of him for free because he was like, "Man, this was such a cool day." He was like, "We had such a good time that day."
He's a nice dude when we talked to him on the show too.
Oh yeah, great stuff.
I don't know what episode do you know offhand.
I don't know, but
it is archive.
It is available on YouTube. Just search for our interviews playlist, and we got him right there. Scott Norton, good stuff.
Well, anything about the match, fellas? Fellas, you see what I did there? Fucking host supreme.
They're really okay. I haven't been keeping up with Tyson Kidd when he's on NXT. I haven't been keeping up with NXT. I poke my head out every now and then to see what's going on.
Yeah.
But from my understanding, that he's doing the whole, I guess, tension between him and Natty on Raw, NXT, and Total Divas. So I guess they're going to continue it. So. I mean, it was all right.
To me, I enjoyed the matchup. I felt odd about the match, like the matchup, like Sheamus versus Tyson Kidd. Because Tyson Kidd, nothing against him, but he's the smaller of the two. So for him to be having the upper hand and getting all the kicks and everything on Sheamus, it just felt very odd to me. I mean, I guess you could contribute that he has the speed, so he'd be faster than Sheamus. Sheamus would have to try and catch him. But it felt very odd to see a larger Sheamus, playing, blocking to Tyson Kidd. But the match itself, I thought was pretty good.
You guys feel like there's anything to the fact that we saw like Tyson Kidd, Zack Ryder, supposedly Christian's back on SmackDown? Mm-hmm. Do you think there's any correlation between like we're having a lot of fucking network problems and we feel like fucking internet fans, these are dudes they want to see, so we're going to start putting them on there? Or do you think they were just like, we need some dudes to do some jobs and count some lights, and those are the fucking dudes that are going to do
it? Yes and no. I feel like yeah, they want the guys to go out there, do the job that's given to them. However, on the other hand, they have a lot of people that are out as far as injury. And not to mention that Cena wasn't on the show, so that's another person that that's a big name.
And not to jump too far ahead, but I believe Orton was hurt after the main event.
They've been talking about how he's been having back injuries and stuff like that, but this was the injury that he suffered is to give him time to go and record a movie, Condemned 2.
Orton?
Yes.
So it's a work injury?
Yes.
Okay,
so
my bad.
Back as a babyface.
Yeah, he's going to come back. Maybe at Survivor Series.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I thought for
face.
sure that was him going to Cena, deflecting to Cena's team. Or
mm-hmm.
Oh, weird.
Also, another thing that we talked about, this is a little detailed thing, but just like Total Divas. He has the same. Tyson Kidd has the same headphones, and he's just jamming the music, same as his.
Are they Beats by Dre?
I don't know. I wonder if he's sponsored.
I don't know. Beats by Dre, you want to sponsor us? Holler.
Yeah.
There was a football player a couple weeks ago who got fined for wearing Beats by Dre headphones.
Why?
I guess he wore them at a press conference or something. It's not part of the dress code for the press conferences.
Psh, it wasn't Dre Day.
No,
It wasn't Dre Day.
They forgot about
Every
Dre.
day, every single day in LA. Okay, guys, what do you think about the fucking match?
Match was okay. Good to see Tyson Kidd get the win regardless.
I swear I had to do a double take because at the end of the match they were like, "Yeah, Sheamus is going to defend his title against Rusev after Raw." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they said over again. I was like, "What?"
Supposedly that was a
What?
last minute thing, and they had already wrote their 2 job matches in, and then they just didn't want to rewrite those parts of the show, so they just had them work twice. Sort of weird, yeah.
Which I don't have a problem with that. I think that's I think that's actually a good way to utilize the network. Be like, hey, we're out of time on Raw, but you can catch this matchup on the network. So if you have the
I think
network,
it's
here's your
interesting,
chance to see it.
but it's not something I want to see all the time because I don't think they could fill that every single time.
Yeah, no, they definitely couldn't. Like make it a special occasion every once in a while. But I do want to get your guys' thoughts on the network being pulled from the UK, like 30 minutes before it was supposed to launch. That kind of sucks.
I don't know too much details about it. I mean, that's a little weird, but I don't know what to say.
I think it sucks for people who were waiting to do it by the book, but I feel like in my heart, the majority of the people that want the network from the UK already fucking got it by proxy server or fucking whatever they had to do.
A lot of our friends over
I
in
ain't
the
gonna
UK
fucking
have
wait
it
for that shit and
by
get it
some
now.
means. Yeah.
Same
So-
thing when I felt like they had the investment call like last week or whatever when they had the letdown numbers, and that was after adding all the international markets, and I felt like the same way then. I was like, you guys had to expect that a good portion of the people in these international markets that wanted it found a way to fucking get it before.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You thought you were
The
gonna,
numbers were just going to jump.
in 6 months you were gonna like gain 500,000 people. I don't know. That's a lot. That's pretty steep. I
Core
don't know.
demographics in the U.S., UK, and Japan. I guess India now.
Yep.
Big following there. Yeah. I didn't have a problem with the matchup.
Cool.
Wonder if India they're gonna have a lot of Great Khali specials. Sorry.
Well, supposedly, like, that wouldn't surprise me because supposedly Cesaro, because he speaks so many languages, like, they edited, like, SmackDown to where he's, like, the host of the backstage show or something.
Okay.
See, that's cool. I would like to see that. I mean, I know I wouldn't understand it. Just like if they had a lot of Khali stuff, I would watch it too. I would watch it.
They don't it's not like a different show. It's just, like, added backstage shit of Cesaro, like, speaking the language of wherever it's airing.
That's really neat. I'm gonna have subtitles.
I think one thing they should do, like I know they incorporate the app.
Or maybe it is a little different.
I know they have like the second screen experience. As far as the app, why not have that during Raw on the network? Like instead of saying, "Oh, you can watch Raw," or you can watch, whatever we're showing on the network, or you can have your laptop open with the second screen instead of draining your phone battery. That way you can see everything that's going on. You have it on your laptop while you're watching Raw. It's right there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. I really don't want that at all. Like, I don't want to be having to divide my attention at all.
Yeah.
I
Well,
see how some people.
Well, like once, from my understanding, I don't use the WWE app. I use the WWE network. So.
Well, you get to the network through the app.
Yeah. But I don't know.
All right, Authority / Dolph Ziggler promo. Basically, we had the Authority come out en masse to confront Dolph Ziggler, who they were afraid of or thought was going to join John Cena's team. We had Trips, basically Authority standing around with Trips doing a lot of talking, sort of making not vague threats, but he was sort of saying, you keep hitting this fucking
glass ceiling.
Yeah. Basically, he twisted the internet fans' perception of Dolph Ziggler and his situation to fit to where it seemed as if, well, it probably didn't even twist it. They probably worked it right along with the rest of their perception that Cena was the guy who, is a guy who doesn't deserve a spot, who's keeping out of keeping lesser guys out of his spot or from rising up anyway.
Trying to turn him.
Trying to. Basically sort of propositioning him to join like Team Authority and sort of
everything he ever asked for.
Right. So what do you guys think of this?
Actually, in the back of my head, I thought it wouldn't happen, but I wanted Ziggler to join them. I really did. Like, because I was like, I don't know why I have this feeling, but I feel like joining the Authority, he kind of could get, I know it's just part of the storyline, but he can get what he wanted. I kind of felt like I was going along with the story. I was kind of got hooked in. I was like, yeah, he should go for it. But
Turn your back on someone who asked for help. That's what you think he should have done?
you're talking about
Ziggler and Cena?
Oh, yeah. Turn his back on him.
Well, see,
he was a heel recently, but now he's a face. Or has he been a face for a while?
probably since before Mania.
I don't know, but there's a part of me that's like, I want him to join.
My problem with that line of thinking is it's so rare that baby faces get genuine cheers that if a crowd wants to cheer a guy and he's a baby face, then keep him a fucking baby face while they want to cheer him, because there's half of the time it's like heels getting popped, like babyface pops, or like disingenuine like cheers for babyface. Like if the crowd wants to cheer the fucking guy, let him be a babyface. Fuck. Yeah. Like get a genuine cheer for the good guy. You know?
Sheamus was getting that half and half.
Yeah.
They were getting the let's go Sheamus. Sheamus sucks.
Cena's not there, so someone has to take it. Right?
I guess so.
But I did sort of like that they sort of added more to the feeling of importance, or they were trying to at least, and I feel like they accomplished somewhat, making the match feel more important by feeling like they were out there, trying to get guys on their team, trying to make sure guys didn't get on the other team. Mm-hmm. Made it feel like sort of important. They were making plays for guys, like, and continuously through Ziggler actually turns them down and says, what I want is for you guys to be out of power. Yeah. So I'm gonna fucking ride with Cena. So he didn't actually say he was gonna be on Cena's team, but I guess that's what we're to expect, right? But so. And then after that, throughout the night, they sort of like were watching guys' matches, and they were saying like, "Do you think this guy would be like Henry?
Who would fit in? Who would be a good fit?
Do you think Henry would be interested in joining the team? I'll send Kane to go talk to him, or what about this guy? Like, I sort of felt like it was sort of cool that they were like scouting dudes like for the teams, and
they showed an importance.
Right.
They're like especially with the Triple H and Orton backstage segment, which happened a little bit later on, where Triple H is all up in the face of Orton saying, this is it. This is live or die. We have to win this match. There is no option B. This is
scorched earth.
Scorched earth, that's right. It's like, we have to win this thing. So, for them to actually take time to say, okay, we see this guy and we think he'd be a good fit. We need to talk these guys into backing out of Cena's group. I think that's good storytelling.
Yeah, I agree. So let's do like a little thought exercise and fill these teams out. Let's make some guesses as to how these teams are going to round out. We know the Authority has Rollins as the captain. Mm-hmm. They've got Kane. Mm-hmm. They thought they were going to have Orton. Orton obviously deflected to. We assume he's going to end up on Cena's team.
Yeah.
So
they have Henry.
They acted like they were going to talk to Henry, so they only have 2 official guys right now, right?
Yeah, unless they throw in Mercury and Noble.
Yeah,
and they talked to Rusev.
That would be cool. They did talk to Rusev. What do you guys think about that? Where he sort of like,
I don't know about that.
Lana was like, "Yeah, well."
I don't think it's going to happen now that the the title changed, but excuse me.
Who you guys see rounding out these teams? And as far as we know, or as far as we're going to guess, is we got Cena with probably Ziggler on his team and probably Orton.
Cena, Ziggler, Orton, Usos.
Ryback.
Maybe Ryback instead. Because I heard a rumor about maybe a fatal 4-way for the tag titles. A 4-team matchup.
Yeah, I did hear that too. I assume Usos would be in there. And
So Cena, Orton, Ziggler,
I'd see
Ryback,
Ryback, yeah.
maybe Big Show if they don't have a match between Big Show and Henry. Because that's the thing. All the people that are looking at, they're like, well, these guys
Taking
are
matches
currently
away from the card.
Yeah, and you want to have this to be a pretty stacked card for being one of the big four.
You got to go but you also got to figure that the 5-on-5 could conceivably go like 40 minutes or something. You know, what I mean? if they were to go that route.
That's true. So maybe Big Show joining in as well.
Yeah.
After finding out Mark Henry joins Authority.
Because, I mean, if you're going to guess at the rest of the card, we're probably going to get Ambrose, Wyatt. We'll get the 5-on-5.
Yeah.
We'll get the tag teams with the 4. We'll end up with a Divas title match.
Mm-hmm.
Rusev will probably get a match, maybe a rematch with Sheamus.
Yeah, Rusev. And
That'll
Sheamus.
round out the card. I think they can throw those other guys on teams. Probably maybe see, like you said, maybe Show on the Cena team. Probably throw Mark Henry on the Authority. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're rolling into Rollins defeating Dolph Ziggler, who I guess they tossed him in the match like right after the little promo with him, where Rollins actually ended up defeating Ziggler by DQ after Orton appeared out of nowhere and hit the RKO. I don't know.
It's going to be a vine in no time.
It caught me by surprise. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming, but
It caught the referee by surprise. He didn't even call for the bell.
I haven't felt this way in a while, but I liked Orton's work.
I'm
on
liking
this Raw.
his aggressiveness. He's definitely turned it up recently.
it's just something like he is so monotonous. He is so like, what's the word I'm looking for? No, not aggressive. Like he's so like slow and meticulous and methodical. Like everything he does is slow and measured. And
Calculated.
from the way he talks to the way he walks to the way he wrestles is so like, and so just by like him like acting like he's pissed off and like picking up the pace a little bit, it feels like a freshness from him.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, like a part of me feels like it's verging too much on like the crazy. Like not a lot of me feels like it's what I had wanted for Ambrose. Like
Right.
like I wanted Ambrose to just be like fighting the fight that he knew he couldn't win, like in that like crazy in that way. Like the odds didn't matter to him. It was the principle, and he was gonna fight regardless.
I'm going to try and get my hands on you no matter
I'm
what
crazy
it
because
takes.
I got mustard, and ketchup.
Yeah.
No mustard or ketchup.
Another thing is this, like, not to go back too far, but like right off of the bat, like at the beginning of the night after like Vinnie Mac came out and then Ambrose, they sort of transitioned in his match. Like, Ambrose came out and shook Vince's hands, which is sort of a weird thing for me because
Yeah.
I get that it's like sort of like Vince is giving his approval to a guy like on air or whatever. I sort of get that, and fans really do like it when Vince shows up. So I could see them saying like Vince saying, "Hey, this guy's cool. It's like cool to like him."
Yeah.
Not that I think he's hurting for that, but a larger part of me was like the anti-establishment guy doesn't fucking shake the boss's hand and kiss his ass. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
so that was sort of weird.
It was very strange.
But I don't know. So Rollins defeating Ziggler.
Like, I thought whenever Ambrose came out and, McMahon kind of stopped, I thought this was kind of be like him coming out and be like, well, wait a second.
Right. I thought he was gonna like interact
Let me tell
with
you
Vince.
something that you might not know that's been going on around here. So,
Right.
but it was not to be. What can you do?
Aber, what are you doing?
What are you doing, Aber?
What are you doing over there?
What are you doing, Aber?
What did you think about this match? Rollins and Ziggler.
I thought it was all right, but then I got confused at the end. Maybe I missed it. I didn't see that Rollins defeated Ziggler. I guess I turned my
It was
head
because
somewhere in
It's
there.
the
match, like,
RKO.
match ended
Then
via
okay, because
disqualification.
out of nowhere,
It's just the bell
because
never rang.
Ziggler was there, then he wasn't. then
This match is still ongoing, by the way.
yeah. But no, I mean I enjoyed the end. That's really
Yeah.
the thing I remember the most.
I thought it was good action from both guys. I know we've talked about, Ziggler being the overseller and Rollins being the proper seller. So it was kind of interesting to see, who
Well,
sold,
he did.
how they sold each
He
spot.
did a curb stomp to him, and it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
He's good at selling. That's what they need to do for 2K15. You know how like the moves look like similar. He does his own mocapping for his own bumping, so his looks different. That's what they need to do.
Have Ziggler do the bumps for his own match?
Ziggler did his own mocap for real?
No, I'm just saying that's.
He's
what
saying they
I thought
should.
you're bullshit.
Like he should get special treatment.
Yeah.
And
I thought you were telling me as a shoot, like they brought Ziggler in to do take his own bumps. And
That was so
just
serious.
to have
That
him
was
like
hilarious.
bounce all over the place. And
Because that dude something was up because you're looking at me like.
did they
yeah,
really?
I was like,
Did they really do that?
I was like, that's a weird.
They wouldn't do that, would they?
That'd be awesome. Though.
Anyway,
I think they should do that for everyone. Have them do their own moves rather than have like one or two dudes do everyone's moves.
Yeah, but those developmental guys get that nice paycheck from.
Yeah,
the
that's
book,
true
yeah.
too.
Let those guys have it. Next up, we had Titus O'Neil, the real deal. Titus O'Neil.
Cutting up, hurrah, hurrah, hurrah.
Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah.
He promo said that what did he say that
Well, he was
Titus is the new, or he goes something danger is something is T or how you spell.
He's like,
winner.
at Survivor Series, are going to be spelling victory or win, like TITUS. And
I want to be on the team.
yeah, he's basically making a plea to the Team Authority that he wanted to join. Then Ryback music hits.
Me more.
The big guys here.
Wake up.
He should say instead of saying wake up, he should say wake your ass up. That's what he should say.
Yeah, that'd go over great.
But yeah, so Ryback comes out, cuts Titus's promo off. Bad form, Ryback. Bad form. I like you, but don't fuck with my boy Titus. And they proceed to have a match, which was not very long, but was very fucking good while it lasted. Sort of something that's hard for me to buy into Ryback is when he has to sell for somebody, but when it's against someone like Titus, I can buy Titus like he would have to sell for Titus. Titus is a guy who's like
He's a big dude.
He's a big dude. They were working snug with each other. They just started fucking knocking the shit out of each other, which I like. What can you not like about two big dudes knocking the shit out of each other? It's all good. They have a nice little match. I hate to see. I mean, I guess it doesn't necessarily mean that the tag is over and that Titus is going back
That
to
would be
singles.
sad times.
But it may mean that. Either way, I hate to see Titus.
He's going to NXT.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of stuff there, going
Yeah.
up against Neville.
Titus is improving like by leaps and bounds. He's getting good. He's still not the best talker,
Yeah,
but
he'll get there.
yeah, he's good, man. He's good. This
Give
is
him a manager. Have
Yeah.
him speak.
This is a fun little match, and I think he can get there. I think he can talk for himself. He just
Yeah.
needs more practice.
Yeah,
But this is a fun little fucking match. I like.
that's just one of those things. You get better over time. The more you do it, the better you get. So it'll flow natural for him down the line.
Stay stream.
You guys still riding with Ryback on the since return? Still hyped on him? Or?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
I mean, I'm
curious
I'm
as
liking
to
it, but I'm not
what's-
like super pumped. I mean, like, I don't know what they're gonna do with him, but like,
I don't know what they're gonna do with Curtis Axel now. If anyone cares, that is. No, all right.
I don't know. I sort of feel like Ryback's a fresh injection into the roster that's
Yeah.
sorely needing some people.
Yeah,
He's
some of
always carried himself
big
like
star
a star.
name. Yeah.
if you're caring about Curtis Axel,
Well, I'm
you
just like
can-
I'm half
you can put him and
expecting.
do stuff on 2K15.
I'm
okay?
half expecting Curtis Axel to walk out there with his beanie on and be like, "Dude, where have you been? I've been trying to call you for months." So,
Yeah.
and then he, through association, becomes a face as well, and they become the most dominant tag team in the last decade.
I think their team only works like as heels.
Yeah, that's true too.
They only sort of work as like doofus,
big
like
guy.
bad
Did
guys.
y'all see that video I posted with them?
I didn't get a chance. Yeah,
Aw, dude,
I
it was
remember you.
funny.
Maybe when was it?
The manliest hug you'll ever see.
That's the breakup video.
It was the breakup where they were teasing the breakup, and they were like, "No, man, no, we're together, we're a unit." And so they hug it out, and they were like just, they were just like pounding away on each other's backs and stuff. It was
Damn.
pretty funny.
Break,
I know, breaking
beat that Mike's ass.
Get out of my foot.
Next up, we got Big Show defeating Mark Henry via disqualification. How did the
remember
finish
that.
come on that?
Huh?
How did the finish come on the DQ? For,
That was Mark Henry using the stairs.
Oh, you are right.
Oh,
About
okay,
that.
yeah, I do remember that now.
Yeah, some people were watching.
Hey man, I was watching.
I
So,
know.
what do you guys feel about this? You guys interested in this at all? Is it too soon? They just did this last year.
Yeah, that's the thing. They did it during his heel run in 2011, and I don't know, Mark Henry's heel run. That is.
Right.
They had a promo backstage with Big Show where he was like, this man ate at my house. Like, we hung out together. We were like bros. Like
I'm sorry to cut you off, but one better. The end of his promo was like, "Hey, I just want my friend back."
I just want my friend back, or I'm gonna knock him out of my life.
Sometimes I don't want him back though.
Yeah.
That was afterwards.
And so, the thing that drives me nuts is how many times has Big Show turned heel in the last decade? How many times has Mark Henry turned heel in the last decade?
They were just breaking the fucking ring together.
Is this really all that surprising to either one of these guys? How many times? Okay. I mean, granted, WWE doesn't think that people have an attention span, or let alone a memory. So, they're going to do this. And I feel so bad for Jerry Lawler sometimes that he has to act surprised about stuff like this. He's like, what is he doing?
He's used to it.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for any goddamn body on that announce team. They fuck up enough shit on their own.
Yeah, that's true, too. Dude, my finger's already bruising. My knuckle.
You guys are fucking with your finger. What's wrong with your fingers? Tell me what's wrong with your fingers.
Well, I hit a
Colin.
microphone just
Pick
now.
this
Are
thing
you
up.
bleeding?
No, I'm not bleeding.
Is it
but-
broken?
No, it's not broken.
Is it crooked?
No, it's not crooked.
You're just
It is
flipping
crooked.
It's already.
It is crooked.
Fix it.
Yeah.
No,
It's
still
crooked.
This is. You just want to flip us off.
Now that one's straight. You're fucking.
Yeah.
Look at me as I'm flipping you off. Look at
I'm
my
just trying to
fingers
pull-
and tell me if it's okay.
Nah, your right middle finger's crooked. Those
Is
are
it?
straight. This one's crooked.
Then I broke
It's
it.
not just me, right?
Yeah, it's crooked.
Let me see your fucked up finger.
Oh no, I was trying to pull that thing in between that. What's that? Not a hangnail, but the
Cuticle?
thing between your
Cuticle?
thing between your
Cuticle.
nail and your
Cuticle. What is it?
whatever.
Cuticle?
Trying to
We've
pull
been
that.
saying cuticle like 20 times a piece.
Yeah.
It's not cuticle.
All right, motherfuckers.
It's cute.
Cool, man.
Well, what about Mark Henry and Big Show? What about the matchup?
I don't remember too much about it. Now I remember that ending though.
I thought it was weird that Big Show has had as much offense as he did. Although, he's supposed to come in and, be pissed off and everything.
He wants his friend back.
He wants his friend back. He's fighting for friendship. That's why he's trying to knock him out.
America.
Also, we got Nikki Bella defeating Emma. AJ was on commentary, being the smarmiest, fucking awfulest babyface of all time, second only to CM Punk. And Bree went over and slapped AJ after the match.
Whatevs.
Whatevs.
Just
Nobody
something to-
cares.
Just something to build towards the pay-per-view match. Something to put on the video package.
Tell me I'm not crazy, though. Tell me
You
that.
are-
Yeah, I
crazy.
agree with you about this AJ.
You are nuts.
I agree with you. She's
It was all
shades of CM
JBL's
Punk.
doing, is what it was.
Shades of CM Punk.
More than shades. It's like.
It was JBL, Cole, and Lawler not keeping her on track. That's all it was.
She don't care. She does what she wants to do.
Those fuckers.
She was just distraught because the airlines lost her luggage.
Those three dudes can't keep their own fucking selves on track. They ain't gonna keep nobody else on track.
There's a match going. Hey, have y'all watched the JBL and Cole show?
It's on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, the match is over.
$9.99 on the network.
Hey, all these fans are chanting my name.
That is a smart audience. Michael Cole. Oh, this is a dumb audience.
Next up, we got to see a video. I'm
you
not
good?
trying to cut you off.
Are you
guys-
good?
Okay.
I
Go
will.
ahead.
We got to see a new video package from Xavier Woods.
I swear I did
sporting
not
a new-
notice that was him.
I didn't even see this. I went back on their on the YouTube account for WWE and watched it.
I thought it was another guy. He looked different to me.
It looked.
Did you see it on the fucking on the
Yeah, I saw it on Raw. I was
Okay,
like,
'cause I
he
didn't
didn't-
see it either. I had to fucking go back and find
I
it
didn't
either.
see it at all,
I don't
and
know
I'm
when the
sitting
fuck it
there and I'm
happened.
like, when did this happen? Maybe when I was.
Maybe like right back from a commercial break or something. But
You
No
wouldn't have
idea.
thought it was.
you and I are in the same boat though. I didn't.
Yeah.
fucking see, I had to go back and watch it. Too.
I watched it. I was watching it
I
live.
saw it. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, until I just read it on the screen, I did not know that was like Xavier.
Yeah.
So basically, the gist of this was Xavier Woods' sort of new gimmick.
He's a preacher.
Preacher Man,
Preaching
a little
New
bit of
Day.
James Brown with
Yes.
the cape and the twist.
Oh, I
and
can't go on. Can't go on. Hey, I'm back. It's a new day.
Which James Brown is fucking awesome, so we're not going to clown on James Brown.
It's warm. It's wet. It's a hot tub. Hey.
So what do you guys think? A new day is coming.
You think it's gonna he's gonna debut as the preacher guy or whatever, and he's gonna have Biggie and Kofi with him?
I don't think we know. I mean, that's sort of what people are saying. Like,
That's the speculation right now.
I don't know what it is, but I hope whatever it is, whenever he comes out with it, helps him because he hasn't had too much going on for him. Maybe in NXT, I don't know about that, but like maybe when he was dancing with R-Truth for a little bit, but like we haven't really seen him too much on Raw. Yeah. So I hope that something big or something comes his way.
Either have something for him to last for a while or don't. I'm starting to get annoyed whenever they bring people in and only have them featured for 3 or 4 weeks and then they just fade into the mid card. Like, have something for this guy.
You're talking like your Bo Dallases and your
Adam Rose,
Roses.
And, even Fandango. He started strong and now look where he is. Like, if you're going to bring these people up, have an idea of where they're going.
I wonder if he completed his PhD.
I don't know. I feel like they need to have this Big E and Kofi and Xavier thing in order for this to work.
Well, strictly with what you've seen out of the new promo package, which isn't much, so it's not a lot of not a lot to go on.
Speculation.
Does this have legs to you?
No.
No legs.
No.
Is it because usually everything you see when they promote something, it's like you feel and that's going to fail.
It's one of those things that you either feel it or you don't. I don't feel it on this. I feel like he's going to come out.
When was the last time you saw a promo that you say, hey, this is going to fail, and it was successful?
I mean, nothing really comes off the top of my head immediately. But, I mean, it's just one of those things. You see it and you know it. You're either like, this is going to be awesome or this is going to be terrible.
I mean, I would argue that seeing both Bo Dallas and Adam Rose, who we just mentioned both those guys, I would have thought not that their gimmicks are main event gimmicks, but that their gimmicks had more legs than they seem to have. And I guess it's still possible to like sort of sort of like push these guys back out and do something with them as they are. But I would have thought just from the hype that those guys got and sort of the past year of their history of pushing guys like brought in, that they would have a little bit more legs. So I don't know that I am even capable of judging, because I thought those guys were going to ride a little hotter than they were.
Well, the thing is with Adam Rose, he was on NXT for like a month, and they instantly pushed him up to the main roster.
Well, that character
he was the Leo Kruger dude first.
But I mean, the Adam Rose character itself wasn't there for very long. So they went strictly off of the theme is catchy, have a few quick matches, and he's good to go. Bo Dallas established himself in the NXT crowd. The NXT crowd is completely different from a Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown crowd. They are established. They have their own chants. They know exactly what's going on. Whereas, when you go to SmackDown or you go to Raw, it's hit or miss. It's, how many people are actually following the story? How many people are just bringing their kids?
What's this bullshit I keep hearing about, like racist chants breaking out of NXT?
I have no idea about that. I haven't really followed NXT.
Because, like you said, this is sort of like they're a sort of hipper crowd. They're like a
they do their own thing.
Right.
It's it's the college demographic that's at these shows.
Sure.
Full sell.
So if that's happening, that's really bad. I know that we've been to a couple shows ourselves, non-WWE related, where you have some chants of that nature.
Do you expect that from sort of the dumbasses that you see at those shows? Like, NXT is like dudes like us, dudes in their 20s, dudes in their 30s.
Was that just one show, or is that multiple shows that's been going on?
I don't know. That's news.
Because, some people could be like, hey, we're on vacation. Let's see if we can just go there. And some dumbass are chanting,
Yeah, but I mean, NXT, from all indications, are like dudes and ladies in their 20s and 30s, like hip to independent wrestling. They know these guys before they get there. Mm-hmm. They you know,
like I said, those guys are well established. That crowd. Whereas like the shows that we went to WrestleMania weekend, where we had all types of different people trying to get whatever different kind of chants going, and it wasn't cool, it wasn't hip, it was just stupid. It all depends on that particular night. Whereas you go to NXT and that crowd is into it. They know what's going on. They know how to rile up the bad guys. Chanting Natty's husband at Tyson Kidd and all that. They knew the Adam Rose chant. Whenever he came out, whenever the Ascension comes out, they do the yeah 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 yeah. Whereas whenever the Ascension comes onto the scene, only the people who are watching NXT who happen to be in that crowd are going to know what's going on. Everyone else, it's going to be new to them. They're going to have to start fresh.
Well, less people who watch NXT, they may know the chants.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they're bringing these guys up from NXT who have established themselves with the crowd, and they're saying, okay, we're going to bring you to the big time. It's going to go great. But the fans in the Raw and SmackDown crowds have no idea what's going on if they're not watching NXT. So they're like, who the hell is this guy? Why is he being inspirational? Is he actually trying to be inspirational, or is he just being a jackass? Whereas the NXT crowd know what's going on. They've seen him develop. Yeah. So, I don't know. I think they need to, sort of how they did before the NXT little special that they had, where they had a focus match on Raw. Like, start bringing some of these guys in to be like, hey, here's some of the talent you're going to be seeing in the next year or two.
Just like an introduction to them.
Yeah, just hey, here's what these guys can do. Check it out. Check them out on NXT and find out what their story is. So that's my thoughts on that.
Hey, where you going, asshole? Hey, give me a drink, please.
Get some water and a drink. There's some change right there. Yeah, do that. Yeah. There's also some water in that ice chest. So yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so
back on topic.
Next, we got to see Rusev defeating Zack Ryder in mostly a squash match.
Yes.
Basically, just setting up.
My girlfriend was like, "Is that the guy who said woo woo woo?" You know it. I was like, or no, she was like, "Is that the guy who said woo woo woo?" I was like, "You know it." She was like, "I couldn't even see his face." I'm like, "Yeah, they took care of him pretty quickly."
Yep.
So
basically a squash match, just setting up for the exclusive on the network with Sheamus putting the belt on the line.
Yep.
Against Rusev. Rusev making short work of Ryder.
Yep. Didn't even get to hit the Brewski boot this time.
No.
Normally he hits it and then the match ends. But this time it was before even.
He's got that one spot he gets in.
Yeah. It's like, okay, the ending is coming.
Well, actually, he always gets the double knees in the corner as the setup for the Brewski boot. It's like, whoop, whoop, woo, woo, yeah. And
Rusev.
Machka. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. I must break you.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe so. Oh. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Dun, 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 dun.
So
Anyway, moving on.
Anyway.
Hernando. Hernando? Sorry, did I say Hernando?
Fernando.
I'm just reading the fucking notes. Am I so bad?
Fernando.
No, that screen is pretty bad.
Oh, it's the double thing on it.
Yeah.
Fernando. Versus.
Oh, that might be my eyes.
Stardust.
Defeating Stardust
at that, yeah. I wasn't really paying attention a whole lot to this matchup, but I caught a glance of it, and I thought it was a tag match. I didn't know it was one-on-one. Not that it mattered.
I think, yeah. Well, we also got the Miz and Jimmy single earlier tonight too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know why they feel the need to.
That's what makes me think that they're going to set up a 4-team matchup.
Well, I'm sure that they are. I mean, yeah. I know. I heard that also, like independently of you saying it, and I mean it makes sense, but it's just so weird that they would use singles to set them up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, okay, you beat us, but we beat them, and they beat you, so who's the best?
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Like Miz and Mizdow beat the Usos, but the Usos beat Stardust. And, I don't.
Uso crazy.
Man,
no.
Enough of that.
Go ahead.
When I say ooh, you say
Oh God.
ooze.
Oh.
What was that?
Oh.
Like your stomach rumbling.
Oh.
I was mostly like, fuck these. Can I just get Torito versus Goldust? Because that's what I want out of this fucking thing. Torito versus Goldust all night long.
I don't care about the Matadors.
All night. Sorry, I had drink in my
It's
mouth.
cool.
I couldn't get it.
All night long.
Their whole team got old pretty fast.
We need to get those DVDs.
The Matadors.
They need to
I
hurry
felt
up with
like-
that.
Not like Torito, but I'm talking about Fernando and
The other one.
the other one,
Diego.
Diego and Dora.
So, cross that off the list.
I hope they start making those DVDs of the shows we went to at WrestleMania weekend.
I
They
still
need
need
to
to get
get
that
on
Super
those.
Card of Honor.
That's a good.
I still need to get that.
Remember how I told you guys they were behind? Well, they actually said, we're going to not work on these. We're going to start fresh with the newest set of shows, and we're going to like try and get those caught up and then try to work the back catalog back up to the point we're at now. So
So they might get to ours sooner than later.
no,
Two more
so, you know,
WrestleManias down the line.
longer than expected.
Oh, damn it!
2 years.
Main
now.
event,
They finally
boys.
came out.
Seth Rollins.
I want those DVDs.
Well, you'll get them eventually, I'm sure.
Eventually.
By then, I won't. I'll be like, I went to that one.
Well, you'll have. It'll be like reliving it because you'll have forgotten most of the matches. and
Yeah, that's true.
You can watch them with fresher eyes.
I
Everyone-
suppose.
You know the one I really want.
I don't know about you guys, but whenever I watch stuff like that, I tend to like look for myself as opposed to what's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
happening in the ring.
Those two DVDs
Like, what was
that
I
we
doing?
have
Why
from
was I
Houston,
doing that?
The ones like the one we're in Houston, like the ROH shows, like I'm in the way where people are walking, and then you're like in the crowd where the camera or where they show you you're back like there, and like people.
You
in the
drop
crowd,
the cake.
and I'm like
You
the whole
drop the
time I'm
cake.
not watching the match. When I'm watching TV, I'm watching you.
Don't watch me. Watch the fucking match.
You dropped the cake.
I'm watching the
ugly.
match come to you.
You dropped the cake.
You fucked up.
I know, Tyler. You want the kaiju big battle,
It's bullshit.
and I don't blame you one bit for that.
That was fun.
That was fun. I'm hoping 32 is in Dallas.
It will be.
Yeah, it better be.
We need kaiju in Dallas.
There's gonna be a lot of shows in Dallas. Main event time.
Main event. Seth Rollins defeating Randy Orton. I'm trying to read what you wrote. Orton attacks the Authority. The Authority. Well, Orton attacks and the Authority takes out Orton.
Yeah.
So, what did you guys think? Were you guys hyped on the ending with sort of Orton like being like, you know, fuck you guys?
Yeah,
It's-
that's
it's
what I was
fucking-
really hyped on. Like I also thought Triple H after Orton punched Triple H, I was surprised.
I thought he
Triple
was.
H.
I thought he was going to catch an RKO.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I also thought Triple H would get up and beat the shit out of Orton. That's what I thought because that's
Yeah,
how Triple H works.
A forearm takes him out for like 3 or 4 minutes. Like,
Well, we knew that Rollins was going to catch the RKO by how. I mean, if you've seen wrestling, you knew that was coming.
Yeah.
He did the handshakes all the way down, skips over Rollins, goes to Kane back. We all knew that was coming.
I thought it was great that Rollins is like, look, man, I'm sorry over everything that's happened. Let's be the bigger man.
I'll be the bigger man.
Let's shake it off. You know, it'll be good.
Well, were you
Taylor
guys?
Swift, shake it off.
Were y'all surprised that Rollins won?
Actually, no. I thought this was a good matchup. I felt like that would be a good way to have the turn happen with Orton kind of just like losing his mind and be like, I can't believe I just lost that. The ending of the match surprised me with the backslide. That was something we don't see every day. I thought the match was really good. They had good chemistry with one another. This whole storyline has been really well built. Just the subtlety to it, to eventually having the blow off. I thought the handshakes were really well done, and the fact that Noble and Mercury and Kane were like patting Orton on the back. Hey man, you did a great job. That was a great matchup. All right, team authority. We are back together, and
Noble and Mercury did a really good job of looking real nervous about
Yes.
like once he shakes
I was
hands,
like,
I'm
okay, he's gonna do it to one. He's got to do it to
Exhale.
one of them, because like Mercury's sitting there like, okay, it's coming, but it didn't. He just shook his hand, shook Kane's hand.
I also like how Triple H, he was hesitant. He was like, at the end, he was like, yeah, finish him off. But he wasn't the one, because usually you see with Triple H, when someone hits him or whatever, he's going to fucking attack you or whatever like that. I've never seen
Well, he
Triple
tried.
H
Well,
was like,
first he tried to do the whoa, calm down. You know, keep your eyes on me, keep focus.
Well, see, we knew the Rollins thing was coming. We knew he was catching an RKO, but I think like everyone was sort of hanging on the edge of their seat. Was Trips getting one as well?
Right.
yeah,
And
that's what I thought too.
He didn't, but they did. They did get physical and they did mix it up. And to sort of jump ahead to what Tyler was saying, Triple H was actually really great in that part where he was like, "God damn it, I don't want to be fucking doing this." He's
Yeah.
like, he was part of the
We needed you to win.
right.
Knowing Triple H, I thought he was going to like, give him to me. He's going down on the ground beating the shit out of him. That's
Yeah, but-
how I felt Triple H was going to be.
But he did do a really good job of being like,
Hesitant.
yeah. It was even more of sort of like it was less of Triple H like being the one to call the shot, and more Stephanie be like, no. Stephanie was like, no, fucking finish it.
He's like, I was against this. You convinced me otherwise. This is on you. Finish the job.
And he was like, God damn it. Yeah.
Fuck, I hate being wrong. Now she's not going to put out.
Like, damn it. It's like,
I won't be able
okay,
to have that fourth kid.
one of my kids is being bad. We need to teach him a lesson.
I did feel like, I don't know. To me, it resonated a little differently. To me, it felt like he was not just pissed off that he needed him on, even though he is a heel, and we are supposed to mostly believe that he just needed him as a teammate to win the match. It felt a little deeper like that to
Yeah.
me, almost like he was like, yeah, we have a dysfunctional relationship, but he was like sort of my boy, and then like I got to put this fucker down or whatever.
Yeah.
Also, what do you guys feel about like the continuing use of the cinder block, the curb stop and the cinder blocks? That's sort of established now that if that happens to you, you go away for a while.
Well, they didn't use cinder blocks this time. They used the steel steps.
Did they?
Yeah.
I thought they used the cinder blocks.
No.
Yeah, steps.
But he did at least come off the table, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's sort of established as a move that's going to take a guy out now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Head injury is very serious.
yeah,
So for him to do it on the steel steps, and and the memes are already coming out with if Rollins delivers the curb stomp to you, you immediately get a motion picture deal.
nice.
Because he did it to Ambrose. Ambrose went out. He filmed the movie, came back. Now he did it to Orton. Orton's out. Going to go film a movie, and he'll come back. So
How did Kane leave for See No Evil too? That's been
he
a while.
received a curb stomp. No,
Time machine curb stop.
yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I think
It's been a while now, huh?
Yeah, I think he, took off the mask, handed it to Stephanie, and was out maybe for like a week or two, or maybe he did shooting in between the weeks or something like that.
Is it me who just has no knowledge of how movies actually get made, or are these fucking movies getting made in like a record time? Because it's not like they can't shoot the fucking Avengers in like a month, and obviously
No.
the budget is like not even in the same ballpark, so they're
Right.
working. But say something not like a big popcorn summer action flick, but even just your standard movie with somewhat of a budget, like they don't film those fuckers in like a month, do they?
Some of them, yeah.
Some okay.
Yeah. I think the normal movie can be made, well, you also have to take into account a lot of these movies don't have like the special effects, a lot of the green screen and stuff like that. So they'll
Sure.
just okay, let's knock out this scene, go to the next location, knock out this scene, go to the next location. So yeah, I mean they could easily do it, in a few weeks. Whereas the big movie stuff with a lot of action, a lot of props and stuff like that, that'll take a little bit longer. So, and they do a lot of work in post, which is why it takes so long for the movies to come out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, post-Raw exclusive to the network, we had Rusev, challenging Sheamus for the United States Championship. Rusev actually defeating Sheamus to become your new U.S. champion.
That is correct.
boys, tell me, what are your thoughts about this matchup?
Really good matchup. Crowd wasn't really into it as much as I thought they
I
were.
heard reports that crowd was fucking bouncing.
They towards the end, yes.
Was it noticeable? Like that you saw people getting up and leaving?
Oh, that I did not see.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that part.
I had turned off the TV, walked from the bedroom into the living room to get my laptop, and then whenever I opened it up, got the network going, Sheamus was making his entrance, and I mostly just focused on the match. I wasn't really watching the crowd. The crowd was sort of out of it in the beginning. There was a USA chant during it, which is weird. But there towards the end, they got pretty hot, and the match ended with the Rusev submission, but Sheamus passing out instead of tapping.
There's like a lot of moves that he was doing, like Rusev was trying to get out of, like the when he got him on the ropes and what was the forearms or whatever. He did 3. Rusev blocked it, tried to get his arm, and then Sheamus would headbutt him in the back of the head.
A lot of headbutts from Sheamus.
He got out of it again later on. He did set him up for the forearms again though, but I thought it was highly enjoyable.
And Rusev got him into the accolade or whatever.
Yeah, he got out of it. Then
Sheamus got out of it and was fighting. So it was a good matchup. It was definitely a good selling point for the network for those who saw it, and for those who missed it, you'd be like, oh, you missed the championship, changing hands. So
I think it's a smart strategy. I think that it's a good idea to put this sort of shit only on the network and make people go there if they want to see it. However, I don't think Rusev means enough yet to move the needle with shit like that.
Right.
Maybe he'll mean more in the future, but as of right now, like I don't think that's a selling.
And it's one of those.
It's a good idea though. I mean, like.
Well, one of the things that they were also hyping throughout the matchup is that throughout the 5-year career that Sheamus, or however long that Sheamus has been in the WWE, not once has he ever tapped out. Will tonight be the night? And throughout the match, they're playing to that.
Did anybody debunk that? Did anybody debunk that? Like, come up with an instance where he actually did that?
No.
Okay.
He didn't tap.
He passed out from the pain.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like they said, he hasn't tapped since he's been on the roster, and I mean, you hear that sort of shit sometimes, and people are like, "Well, bullshit. He tapped here to this."
Yeah.
Like,
that I've seen.
Okay, nobody debunked it.
I haven't seen any comments on it, anyways. Not to say that it hasn't happened,
right.
But they were definitely playing it up. Oh, can you imagine if tonight were the night where he tapped out? And so, but the match was good. Didn't have any problems with it. Good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the logical next step in the story. He's got the U.S. title. That's,
And, you mentioned about the needle moving and stuff like that. I think whenever he drops the title, that's going to get the pop more than anything. Because people were, booing Rusev. So he's making an impact. He's getting a reaction from the crowd.
He's got heat, man. He's got heat.
Yeah. Even if it's cheap heat, he's got heat.
Yep.
So whenever the day that it comes that someone defeats him for the title, center of the ring, 1, 2, 3, or tapping out, the crowd's going to go nuts.
How long do you guys foresee this being sustainable? How long can they have him beating guys and staying strong?
As long as they need to. I can see him holding the title at least 4 months.
I mean, my problem is more so of like, are they running out of guys for him to beat?
Right.
That mean enough for him to beat, right?
Yeah, he ran through a lot of people in the beginning. I felt like Swagger was going to be the one, and look where he is now.
Well, I feel like he's at the point now where he steps like he moves up the card, like he's beating bigger guys now.
Right.
Like he's got.
He's beating Big Show. He's beating Henry. He's beating Khali. He's beating Swagger. So
he's gonna beat him. I mean, this probably isn't the end of the Sheamus thing. We'll probably get a rematch for Survivor Series at least. So I think he's got to beat a bigger babyface next, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who that is with
Orton.
everyone out. Yeah, maybe Orton.
Maybe Cena would be the top one. I don't know.
I feel like Cena's their
last resort.
Yeah, if they can't, I feel like Cena may be the guy who could possibly beat him. So I don't know that he's someone they're gonna do right now. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, hell, Hulk Hogan sent out a tweet saying, this is a dark day for the U.S. title. John Cena, where are you, brother?
well, Hulk Hogan's trying to fucking angle for that fucking WrestleMania payday, brother. That's what he's doing.
Come on, brother.
So what you gonna do in the Silver Dome, brother?
All right, motherfuckers. Hot topics. WWE 2K15 news with our on the street correspondent, Mr. Tyler Abear.
Working those late nights on the street.
Tyler, over to you.
Oh shit, dude. Just got back from the streets. There's a lot of information going down. When I mean the streets, I meant the information highway, the internet.
He's working those late nights on the street.
So
He was just talking about how his legs are hurting.
yes. The biggest news that came for this game this past week is the new creation tool that they have. We do not have the face scanning technology, but we have the next best thing?
That almost sounds better than Predator technology.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, Predator technology is better than last year's.
All right, that's pretty much you heard from the best. So
You're the
you
best
can upload
around.
any image, your face, or there's gonna be some sick stuff people are gonna put. I think are gonna upload,
Penis.
but like
Sexually?
probably.
You're going to see some dickheads?
Some MF buttholes.
But you can
Some
upload
arse
your
faces?
face, and you can put it on your create character's face, and it's
Noah's
your
face.
face on the create. I don't know. But you can also do that.
Is this the thing they put in NBA 2K15?
No.
That everyone's like, why these?
It's similar.
Okay.
Because it's the face scan. It's like this is just uploading it. It's not like taking a picture from the camera, so it's a little different.
Oh, so you put in a pre-existing picture. The NBA was they were scanning your face, and then you look like an orc from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So many pictures of Noah are going up.
So, but also you can do that with anything though.
We'll
Tattoos.
Don't worry, listeners. We'll supply you with the Noah pictures.
Yeah. Because from what I understand,
Yes.
you upload it to the server, then onto your game or something like that, something weird like that. But if you want Noah pictures, just hit us up. We'll
get
share.
some- we'll get some
We'll share.
pictures of Noah.
If you want naked Noah pictures, you're going to have to PayPal us some cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to have to put a little elbow grease in that.
$20 each.
You can do tattoos. You can customize a lot of stuff. I guess it's like
Tattoos of Noah.
what we're planning to do with Noah though.
Tattoos of Noah's butthole.
Different pictures, like different
Look
facial
how happy he
expressions.
is talking about this.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, he's
It's gonna be
smiling
fucking
big.
fun. You're gonna have
big
his face
smile
on his
on.
He's
face.
been picking on his fucking infected finger for like 45 minutes, and he's fucking look at his face lighting up like a Christmas tree. Now that we're talking about this, go ahead.
That meme,
Damn.
heavy breathing.
We're gonna also do like different versions
good
of his
stuff.
face. We're gonna put on his nipples, put some on his crotch area, put some on his butt.
Crotch area.
His
Genital
dick.
region.
We say dick here.
Butts.
So, but yeah, butts. From what I read from different articles, they said like it's gonna be fun, but you're gonna have to have a facial editing program that may help the process or whatever. So I don't know if it's gonna be like super simple, but we'll try it out.
Yeah.
Another thing that I read and I was
What is game night?
iffy about, but I saw a video about it. But this is the first game that your regular superstar, you can change their attire. I know they have alternate tires like in the past game, and you can change the color, but you can change what they wear.
Nice.
Like I saw a video of Sandow. They put like the Miz trench coat on him or whatever. So that looks pretty cool. So that is official.
Damian Sandow.
Yeah, they also announced that the bunny will be part of Adam Rose's theme in his entrance. So
What about the cheeseburger?
I don't know.
What about the hot dog?
most likely?
What about the Captain America girl?
the bunny?
I like how he very quickly realized this was not going to end good for him. He's just like, yeah, probably.
Yeah, that might.
He's
50-50 chance, maybe.
he starts going with it after the first
What about the girl dressed as Captain America?
No,
What about the girl dressed as the cat?
they're all gonna be dressed up as Santino.
What about Santina?
Santina.
Santino.
But
I I fucking miss that fucker.
He's trying to make a comeback.
I know, that's what I heard.
Gonna be the best.
So yeah, we're pumped for the game, and
By
like,
we,
that's
you
all-
mean especially Tyler.
yeah, all of us.
Tell us about this Bo Dallas injury.
His foot
Was it his foot?
is done for.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did you just make that up?
I thought I read that he had a foot injury.
Bo Dallas is injured. I don't know what he's injured.
Yeah,
with.
me neither.
Foot injury.
Y'all stall real quick. Let time pull it up.
Yo,
Butts.
you guess what Bo Dallas injury is, and then I'll guess and we'll see who's right.
Butts.
You think his butt's
I think
injured?
his butt is injured. His butt's like
His
plural.
butts.
He has more than one butt, and they are both injured.
Torn sphincter?
Sphincter.
I thought I read foot. That's something was wrong with his
I
foot.
know it's sphincter, but I just mispronounce stuff sometimes.
Sphincter. Sphincters.
Hey,
That's
remember
a possible thing. It's butts that could be injured. How many butts do you got?
one?
No, he has like 12.
12 butts? That's ridiculous.
I don't fucking know.
Bo Dallas injured. Unbelievable.
Wait. You're guessing butt?
No, foot.
Foot?
Yeah, foot.
It is his.
I'll take the butt. No. You're gonna say foot. I'm gonna say.
the butt.
What is this called?
Shoulder.
No.
Trap.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with trap.
It was indeed his left foot.
Ah, you son of a
He's
bitch.
expected to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. So, for those believers.
Whoever guessed butts lost.
But WWE Raw draws
No one guessed
viewership
butts
of over
but us.
4 million. So that's
Say
pretty
that
good.
again.
The viewership for Raw was over 4 million.
4.0.
No. 4,040,000. Yep, 4.03.43 million.
I know I was talking about this a while ago, but just go back to 2K15.
Lay it on me.
You can do different attires for different people.
Papa.
You know how many times I'm gonna like dress like Daniel Bryan as Rey Mysterio or something, or just
Guess-
like just different attires. I'm just gonna like John Cena could be Undertaker. I don't know. I think that's gonna be cool.
Guess where most of the comments about the viewership being higher, guess where most of the comments are directed to?
Wait.
Guess who the people on Wrestling News Source directed their comments towards as a result of the viewership going up?
You mean what are they attributing to the rise?
Yes.
Hold on. Go ahead, guess.
I don't know.
Vinnie Mac.
It drew so much because Cena wasn't on there. Another person. John Cena, please leave so that you literally mean that we can't see you. Next person. Oh,
I like how some of the comments are like not even relevant. They're just like, John Cena, please leave.
Here's another one. Oh, look
idiots.
at that. Cena isn't a part of any Raw this week, and their ratings are up. Shocker. Hope WWE takes notice of this fact. Also, when they put effort in, like they did last week, the fans tune in. It isn't rocket scientist. Rocket science. Next person.
Rocket scientist.
And that right there proves Cena doesn't always equal ratings. 4 out of 5 comments
Was it
are Cena related.
Listen, you're welcome to any opinion that you would like to have.
Oh, wait, no, there's 5.
That's great.
5
but-
out of 5 are directed towards Cena. Yeah, the 5th one. Yeah, this is a sign of the Authority going off TV. John Cena fighting the Authority all the time sucks. And where the fuck is Brock at? He's a coward that never wrestles and puts in any work. That's why he's not that fun to watch as far as technical wrestle is about.
First of all, Brock is the funnest motherfucker to watch. He's the best. You guys are welcome to have any listeners. You are welcome to have any opinion that you would like, and that's totally cool. But if you are of the opinion that the ratings increased because Cena was not on the show, you're a fucking moron.
And other bit of news, Cesaro received 5 staples in his head following his injury.
Ouch.
Quite painful. Never fun.
All right, motherfuckers. Moving on to the Q&A portion of the show. Your questions and our answers. First question comes to us from Thomas. Drop it low, son.
Drop it low, son. Drop it low, son.
There you go, Lawson.
Drop it low, son.
Daniel did it for you, Lawson.
All right. Because he's not sitting in that chair.
Captain's chair never has to do it. 199 episodes.
Man, Captain Share is kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. Next week you should put Tyler in the cast.
For 200, be a special occasion.
Okay.
Tyler running the
Captain
show.
Share.
All right. Okay, we'll see how it goes.
Fuck yeah.
He's so happy.
All right.
Look at that smile on
I
his
was gonna
face.
say a lot of shit.
All right. Thomas says, "Hey guys, with Rusev becoming the Okay, first of all, my eyes are fucked. I'm trying to read this.
Mr. 2020.
Yeah, becoming the new United States champion on the Raw After Show, which I wasn't able to watch due to, once again, another delay of the WWE Network here in the UK. I've been thinking a lot about foreign wrestlers. My question to you is, do you think the WWE would ever have a non-American/Canadian as the top figure in the business? We've been close with guys like Sheamus, but it's hard to see a moment in time when someone who isn't from North America has been the figurehead. For this question, I'm deciding to go for a person's legit background, i.e. Yokozuna wouldn't count as he was from California. Take care, fellas. Hope you're well. We hope you're doing well, too. Listen, last we heard, you were not having a good time.
Yeah. Hits and misses on it, from what I last heard. But, just to clarify, is he talking about top person as in, like, the face of the company or as the champion of the company?
I think he means the face of the company, not necessarily. We've had plenty of champs.
Yeah, we've had Del Rio, Mysterio, a couple others,
I don't see that. I can see it happening so long as they can speak English. I mean,
Yeah.
if you can speak English and you can talk well enough to promo, I don't think it's impossible. Now, how
Right.
likely is it?
Not very. They're always going to win an American as their top guy.
Well, North American is, I guess, what he's saying, but because there have been plenty of Canadian dudes.
Yeah,
who-
but Cena's been the top guy for over a decade.
Sure. Yeah.
Cena, Austin, Hogan.
I don't think it's impossible, but I don't think it's likely.
Yeah.
For someone out of North America to be the face of the company, just because that's the home base of like promotions. That's what the majority of their audience has to identify with. And,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it is what it is, and I don't think it's impossible though. I think we could.
It's not impossible, but odds are
Yeah.
not likely to happen.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, maybe like
You
if
can never say never, but
I mean, I don't know.
the chances would be low.
I can see I can see a real Americanized guy who just happens to come from somewhere else making it. Like Kofi is from West Ghana, but he's, for all intents and purposes, everyone probably just sees him as an American dude.
Yeah.
So not to discredit like where he comes from, just he seems like as Americanized as anyone else. So if he were to have caught on fire and like shot up the card and become like the man or something, I could see that.
Right.
So I don't know. I think it's possible, but it's probably unlikely.
I'll agree with that. Tyler?
Any thoughts?
I don't know.
He's just ready for 2K15 to come out.
I mean, I guess it's possible. to
Tyler.
have some-
Would you ever, as a GM in your 2K15, make a non-North American guy the focus of your 2K15 game?
I would make them because I do what I want.
See, I'm trying to relate everything to 2K15 so we can get a fucking
we can get something. Get something.
Don't worry. Once I will create a Raw show for y'all, and I'll tell you what went down.
All right.
Yeah, we're not gonna watch Raw. We're gonna watch the
We'll
Raw.
do
that's on
Tyler's
that.
Raw recaps.
I don't know. I think I can. Yeah. See, I don't see like someone from the UK like making it either. Not because they wouldn't deserve it, just because.
Vince would prefer an American to do it.
Yeah, I just don't see it. Well, I've been Doug. I am your lead captain's chair guy, and I've done my best Daniel impression this week. So,
Are you impersonating me?
yeah, not necessarily. I was doing my best. Like I gave it my best effort running the show. So, Daniel does this every week, and he's pretty good at what he does. He's a pro.
Oh,
So, if you thought this fucking sucked, then, kiss my ass. I don't care. I did the best I could. We mixed it up.
Well,
this
don't worry, because next week is Tyler's week.
Right, so don't.
Or I guess
shit.
I'll be standing on that mic next week.
People are gonna not tune in for that one.
Yeah, so we just
Remember, you're going to be leading the show.
Yeah,
we just
That's 200.
we just mixed it up
Even
this
number.
week. So if you are missing Daniel, like he's still here. Don't fucking get your panties in a bunch. Like give it another week and he'll be back running the show as normal. I don't think I have his little end spiel memorized, but I'm gonna do my best. Start
with our Facebook, then go to our YouTube.
Yeah, we are on Facebook, guys. Come and find us. Facebook.com/WNS Podcast. Go over there and like it. We are on YouTube. YouTube.com/WNS Video. Go over there, subscribe, click the like fucking up thumbs on our videos and shit. We appreciate that.
Now the main site.
The main site,
Facebook.
WrestlingNewsSource.com. That is sort of our home base.
Yeah.
What else?
Their main site, Facebook.
They're on Facebook too. They got enough. Fuck them. Come over here.
They got over 500,000.
They got way more than us. Come see us.
Yeah.
Also, if you're going to give us feedback, that's awesome. Come to our Facebook, and we're not discouraging you from leaving it on theirs, but I only check ours. So Daniel may catch it somewhere else, but I'll fucking never will, and Tyler won't either.
And then on iTunes.
Yeah, iTunes, please. We are at WNS Podcast or Wrestling News Source Podcast. Is that it?
Wrestling News Source Podcast.
Wrestling News Source Podcast on iTunes, Stitcher. Guys, go fucking.
Now you're going into Tyler's.
Yeah. Hey, fuck, guys. I'm doing the best I can. Go subscribe and like and fucking share and all that other bullshit. We could use it. We would appreciate it. Yeah. So go ahead, Tyler. Take it away.
Yeah. Also, y'all need to talk about some more 2K15 shit because I need to talk about more.
By following him on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm not on Twitter.
Tyler_Abear.
That's
the best way you can. That's the best way you can talk about the WW2K15 with
or
Tyler,
on our page, Facebook page. We're also on Stitcher, Beyond Pod, and Player.fm. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast to find us.
You can find us on Twitter by searching Wrestling WNS Podcast. I am at WNS_Daniel. He is at Tyler_Abear.
Noah's under MF Butthole.
Noah is at MF Butthole.
That he is.
We just got to remember the password.
Yeah. So.
One more thing, just to add in. I posted it on the Facebook page, but they make you have to pay if you want more people to see it. Next week is our 200th episode. I'd like to make it kind of special. If you've listened to the show ever, and you're listening to this particular episode, we would love to hear from you. If you want to record just like just a little video, I say video, it could be a video or audio clip of you just, hey, I listened to the show, whatever. Send that to our Yahoo account, podcastcrew@yahoo.com. I'll be checking that, and we can put some of those audio clips in the show. This is 200th episode, and I'd like to make it kind of a celebration.
Yeah, man, I love the fucking hear from you guys.
200.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
200.
That's right.
200
years.
Captain Abear in the captain chair.
And while we're at
hold on to your fucking asses.
While we're at it, I'm glad that you mentioned 200 the way that you did, because it reminds me of our good friend Tex Lone Star, who is celebrating his birthday today. So happy birthday, Tex Lone Star.
Happy 100th birthday.
Good stuff. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So take us out, Doug.
So for the podcast crew, I am Doug, Teenager of the Year.
I'm fucking Tyler Abear.
He's fucking Tyler Abear.
I'm Daniel.
He's fucking Daniel. We'll see you motherfuckers next week. Peace.
Ha!
I don't know how to turn this off. Stop or?
Yeah.
Okay.